Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fieldens Party Palace. Gigi is in the back, and he always is in the back, taking 8 hot loads. I am Eugene, and I almost introduced Smith. Lewis is with us tonight. Meth will not be here. She had a prior engagement that had to be addressed, so it's just going to be us tonight.
Yes, sir.
So, how's everyone this evening? We are back on the YouTubes. No more of that Twitch shit. Oh, fun and exciting. So, yeah, we have another, I think, 4 or 5 days before we're out of YouTube jail with our standard channel. So, there's just a couple more days to wait on that. So, I don't know. George might not find this. I don't know. A lot of stuff going on with George here recently. I think I'm going to go through some of his emails. So before we go into the video, welcome to Catharsis. Oh, dude, no. No, no, no. And fucking Finite Joy says, hey now, so, hey now. There you go. You got
I'll
it.
start.
Doing Catharsis. That's
Because we are out of Twitch and we are out of Austin, so no need to worry about it.
yeah. We can type midget in the chat without getting censored.
Yeah.
And we can say cracker. So that's nice.
You can also say boomer.
Boomer. Oh, that was okay. Yeah, what was censored on that last night? Because it was like every other word, and I know we don't swear that much in the chat, so I
I
was
mean,
like confused.
I didn't see anything censored. I think I took care of that in settings a long time ago.
All right, I think it was probably on my end then, because I really don't do much with fucking uh with Twitch.
Thing.
Let me see what the last communication I had with the Gorge George. I don't even think did I read through all of these fucking. I don't think I did. Did I read the emails about us going back and forth on fighting?
I think we did.
Okay. Okay. I'll go to did you enjoy the birthday present? And I'll explain that. That's the.
Just
Damn.
checking my mail real quick on the slight chance.
God damn. There we go. Okay. So I got that set up. Let me get screen capture set up. Sorry everyone. I know this is not normally how we do shit, but it's I had to reset fucking everything. I have no scenes on my Streamlab going to a new YouTube. I didn't know that. I thought it would all transfer. So I had to it took me like 5 minutes to set up just a basic fucking studio here. All right. And I don't have hot buttons set, so I have to manually turn on screen capture. Okay. Let me go into. So we had George's birthday, Merry Geistmas. And I was out camping during the day of his birthday with my closest friend. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to give too much information. But motherfucker has no shame about himself. At all. Like, he is a shameless man. And he was like, so George doesn't like homosexuals. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of running gag. He doesn't take calls from homosexuals. He calls everyone fagalaws, or he calls Sean fagalaws. And always just a homophobic insult. He's like, so if I sent him my dick for his birthday, would he like that? And I'm like, no, he'd probably get pissed. Oh yeah, I'll get into that. I was like, he probably won't like it. He's like, okay, so I'm gonna spam him my dick for like 20 minutes. And he did that, and I sent him a thing. Oh yeah, he thinks he has my docs and shit. So he's like really fucking proud of that. My name's Eric, by the way. Like you see, Eric. That's my real name, George. That is not a strong password. So I sent him. I said, "Did you enjoy your birthday present? You gave bitch. How many loads to the face did you take for your birthday, George? Anyhow, hope you had fun celebrating with Kevin and Watt. You fucking failure. Laugh my ass off." Then he sends me, "Today's password is doxing." He's been threatening me for a while with that, and thought that I was gonna back off and stop doing stuff because I played it up like I was scared of him. He says, "I think I will utilize an option I have at my disposal." Still yet to see it. Like, he talked a lot of shit, but things will get better. Things will get better for George. I'm like, oh no, please, don't do that, Gigi.
Anything but that.
Don't do it. Don't dox me. You can pay your drone and Wi-Fi. Yeah, I've been watching the Jay Smith shit again. In all caps, I shoot GG-isms back at him. I was like, "Come and knock on this door. You see this door right here? Put your head in here." And then send him the link to Three's Company. The Three's Company theme.
I'm over here.
He's like, did you have a good guy, Smith? You disgusting rapist. Oh, I did. He has not responded to the website email yet either. I was able to get to that and check it. He hasn't responded to that. And he says, "God, I'm going to have a great time slapping your bitch ass all around Rick's Rock Cafe. 9/10/22. Make sure to bring Watt." He says, "You're delusional." Then he says, "You showed your face. Wow. LOL. You are certainly a tub of lard."
He's one to talk.
I know, I'm not concerned about that. I know I'm tubby. Ooh, you got to see my man-sized tits. And say, "Better than a bucket of shit." And say, "You ready for this fight, bitch?" Laugh my ass. Or are you gonna bitch out like normal? I know this fat ass terrifies you. You gimped out bitch, barely walking diabetes ass with a mouthful of cat rind shit. We have seen those teeth, George. And then this one's going to get a bit explicit, so I apologize in advance.
It's cool, we're not on Twitch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we would be fucking removed with this email. Poor Jamie. Her last physical act with another was your bloated ass climbing on top of her. Too drunk to fight you off. Have all 400 pounds holding her down while your rotten hot breath pants in her face, fighting the urge to vomit because of the beating you would give her if she did. You remove her clothes, delicately destroying them so that she can't leave without the shame of her being nude in public. You remove your piss-drenched, semen-stained frowny brownies and force your 2-inch smegma-riddled mushroom cap of a dick inside her. Her cries and screams make you more excited. You fight off climaxing quickly because you want to savor the torment you put this poor woman through. Because that's what really gets you off. Your disgusting ass off, and it is power and control over others. As you climax, your brown, rotten drool falls over her face. You get dressed as she's crying and chuckles, saying under your breath, "I am what's causing all this." You leave the house and lock it up tight so she can't leave. Your hoarder's ass house. Going off to your successful door-dashing business for a quick few bucks, and if you're lucky, a handful of stale bag fries. Fuck you, George, you trash heap of a person. I was kind of proud of that. My wife said that that was like the opposite of erotica.
Yeah. I don't appreciate you spoiling the first hidden chapter of the book.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. Prepare to be added, bitch. Let's say, "Oh, isn't that cute 56-year-old retard using Wombo app?" Guess the good doctor was right. George has an underdeveloped brain. Laugh my ass off. You're pathetic, George. No wonder why all women find you repugnant. Then I give him the thing to my Discord. Say, come on, come join us, Gigi. And then the big one, because I sent him the link to the GG grades. It's at the end. Oh no. And then I send him this. This was the last one. How are you liking our new website? Laugh my ass off. www.gorgeousgeorgeondvd.com, which is the name of his channel. I say, also, since you know I own that name now, I'm gonna need to work out with you the fact you're using our domain name, which we own the rights and property to, and how we can reach an agreement on you continuing to use our said property name. Looking forward to hearing your offers, George, or Gigi. I do expect to hear from you promptly and in a professional manner. If not, I will need to move this into a legal matter for damages to our brand. You can understand that, right, George? Toodles, Eugene T. Magnificent. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on, and I'm going to show, because I did some more work on the website. I'm actually quite proud of it. So I'm going to continuously work on it and add to it. And since, I did pay for it, and I'm going to have to continue to pay for it to keep the domain up and stuff like that. I figured, I don't want to make this just about me or just about our show. I want to showcase all of the goons that do content. So and I'm going to go through it. And here we go. Fieldens Party Palace, Inc., INK, so George can understand it. So welcome to Fieldens Party Palace. Kind of a basic introduction to us and who we are and the three of us that do the stream. Say what we do, the schedules, give the links to the Yared Wars Goon store, the Streamlabs for tipping if you guys feel so inclined. And like I said, we're going to have a store at some point as well. Once we pass George's sub count, I'm going to make a merch store. But I'm not going to do George shit, because that's Yared Wars territory, and I don't want to step on toes. And I will be making as well cum sock koozies. That will be a product that I'm going to personally be making. And there's the introduction to all of them. I'm going to read through it. It's the Goons. And I start off with Mr. Marty, Yared Wars, introducing our very own Swedish attorney of law, Marty McFly. Hear him call GG and do deep dives on his orbiters. And if you click on that button, it will take you right to the Yared Wars channel. So that way you can get right to it. Oh shit. Okay. That was the email. I don't need that anymore. And we got Gorgeous George has a negative bank account. Listen to the many calls to GG from Mike, or enjoy the Masterpiece podcast, the True Narrative podcast, brought to you by Will Markland, longtime friend of Bruce Willis and Hollywood legend. We have Sean, Gorgeous George, Quinn Occasion, Road Blues. I think I'm saying it right now. I think I'm finally getting it. They say, and the man himself, GG's arch nemesis, the Goonfather, Sean Brennan, master troll, amazing creator, and documentary of a vast array of lolcows, because you are. We have Hamish. Do you want me to put yours up on there too, Lewis, as well? Because I will.
That's purely up to you.
I will do that, because you do shit with George, and you've been re-uploading a lot. So you'll be on there too. It's still a work in progress. You got Hamish, the meme master himself, Hamish McIntosh. God damn it. Enjoy some quick vids, completely dumpstering a slew of lolcows, guaranteed to make you laugh or maybe cry, because he can be a bit. He goes harsh, and it's lovely. You have Captain Corpulence. Come and see the Master GG parody. Captain Corpulence, another great content creator covering the GAY. And I put Dr. Amir up here because people need to see the shit that people really need to see the shit that he does. I say in this, Dr. Meir is new to the group and doesn't consider himself a troll, and I would agree. He gives very informative information from his professional knowledge in psychology. His knowledge and professionalism is amazing on the subject of George and his narcissism. So there's that. And then I added this. And I'm very, very proud about this. I spent most of the day working on this, actually. Because I want to give attention to them. And yes, it links to their fucking channels. I know, like, you don't want to give them views and stuff like that. But I don't know. I want people to know. I want people to see what these people are. So you had Gorgeous George, the king of cows. George Yaird, host of the worst public access show in the world, Gorgeous George Show. Hear the most stupid and nasty things to leave a grown man's mouth. A low cow turned horror cow after his alleged essay on Jamie Whalen, who later died of an overdose. Some speculate that George is inadvertently involved with that. Kristen, a.k.a. Haunting Melody. Kristen was in Gigi's camp for a while, but with their vastly different political views, it came to a halt. Kristen is a proud QAnon follower and has some of the most out-of-whack theories that would leave even fellow Qs scratching their head. She was a daytime stripper turned TikTok joke. Watch as she tries to live her best daddy of five life, forcing her children, I need to fix that, forcing her children on camera for internet clout and fleeting fame. Proud child warrior. If you ever disagree with her, she will call you a pedo. She also loves talking about her stolen valor brother, and yes, he does stolen valor, and all the things he has accomplished. Then we have Christ / Smegma Unlimited, because I want people to see that they're the same fucking person. He's trying to create a divide. I think that's my opinion on him. Chris was, and if I'm wrong and I need to correct this, like, by all means tell me and I will fix this stuff. Chris was a goon but lost touch with reality. Feels he is a race warrior for the white race. Goes on endless rants about blood purity and has serious incel vibes. When he is not busy playing video games, he likes to try and keep physically fit by starving himself, and it is speculated that he is a purger as well. He tries to lift, but as we have all seen, it's only to make videos and is not consistent. He is not above doxing people he disagrees with and is also for life ruination. Serious spurgery and tism ahead.
Oh, that's from the past is right. We'll fix it. This is just
Yeah, if you can,
the,
if you wouldn't mind sending me a list of people that I might be leaving out, I will put them on. I will add. There will be a whole fucking page of fucking goons that cover George. I'm all
we
about
do
that. I just need to know who they are.
we do have the Quioccasin Road Blues.
Yep.
That was the main. That's the main we have for. I don't say names. You know.
Yeah.
But we got them up there. But we do have to include you and Fair Use Fever.
All right, and we have Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. Robert McKim is a grifter who wears many hats. He is a preacher, a doctor, security guard, traffic controller, storm chaser, and internet security guy. He likes e-begging from his ministry he operates out of his trailer, Beacon Light Ministries. Also interrupts traffic incidents under his care security persona, and then asks for donations for his service. Also, a snobbish connoisseur of food pantry cuisine. Roger Kohler. Roger Kohler was a co-host of GG who did the ultimate act of backstabbing in the back by giving the goons, I need to fix that, the unedited version of GG's book. He comes and goes trying his hand at trolling both the goons and GG and fails every time he tries. He is also now working with Watt Smith on variety skits that are so bad it will make you retreat back to the GG show. Also, a failed stand-up comedian. Be sure to catch his troll podcast before he deletes them. I think that was pretty. I think I did good, but if I need to correct shit, I will. Watt Smith. Oh, where to begin with Watty Boy? For starters, he is a failed stand-up, failed musician, failed inventor, and a failed GoFundMe con artist. The only thing Watt can do with great success is leaning against gravestones, drunk on $5 Chardonnay. He made a CD which he uses old wallpaper to design the jewel cases. Be sure to check out his horrid variety-style comedy, and don't forget your cum sock koozie. Watt Smith. And then you can get the download for the book, and then all of our information, and all that. So, yeah, this is... Oh, there's pictures, too. I need to add to this. I want to... And I need to look to see if I can do it. I want to make it so I can add, like, a kind of like a Kiwi Farms, like, bulletin post that people can add to and do threads to on each one of these guys. I want to kind of do that, too, so people can interact with the website a bit more. But, yeah, all of this... You get all of this greatness if you just type in George's channel name on your YouTube. Well, technically, it's our channel name on YouTube now because I have the rights to it, and I'll show that. Right there. Just if George is watching, right there. Copyright 2022, Fieldens Party Palace, Inc. All rights reserved. On this domain name.
Yes, sir. And we plan on working with the Law Library of Congress to make everything official.
Oh, I mean, I'll work with George. He can continue to use that name. I'll work with him. I'm not an unreasonable guy. I'll work with George. He can, if he wants to use the name, what he can do is he can allot 30 minutes a month to come on our stream. That's payment. 30 minutes a month to come on our stream. He can't leave it or else he's in breach. So there's that. I'm not going to do Simon unless Simon comes back. At this point, everyone I put up there is active. They actively are pieces of shit. Simon, I want to give the benefit of the doubt that he did leave. So I don't want to do shit to Simon yet. If he comes back, it'll be fair game. But as of this moment, that's just kind of something for everyone in the Discord. What was it going on about? But yeah, he has to come on for 30 minutes a month. So 1 week out of the month has to come on the show and talk and be a part of our podcast. And the second, he has to show up to the fight on 9/10/22. He has to show up to that. I'm not going to kill him. I'm not going to overly seriously hurt him. If he gives, I'll let him go. It's going to be kind of like a boxing match or an MMA fight. I don't want to seriously cause him damage. I don't want to seriously hurt him. So that's the stipulation, George. If you want to continue using that name, I will send a cease and desist. So think about it. You've been down this road. Oh, okay. Your mic is too loud. That's on my end. There we go. Sorry, you're gonna see all the Streamlabs shit because again, it's basic. So there's that. Let me turn this off for just a second. Get our videos set up because they're all sent to me. Thanks to the lovely Meth. We're gonna miss her today. Okay, so there's that. Let me pull up screen capture. There you go. All right. So, we are going to be watching the Gorgeous George show 2013, season 2013, episode 4. Episode 3 was a pile of dog shit from what Meth has told us, and I trust her judgment. So we're going to go jump right in. Right in. We start off with Vince. Right there. Vince and Kevin. Here we go.
Cursing out everybody and picking my nose and anyway, George is not here yet.
I think I fixed your
George
audio,
is
Lewis.
actually,
I think you'll be all right. That was on my
George
end, not yours.
is at Anthony Weiner's house.
How do I sound?
He's
Sounds
teaching
good
him
to
the
me.
right way how to use a cell phone. It's really weird. Anyway, this is my good friend What's your name again? No, Vinnie Mac. Vinnie Mac.
Got my name too.
Now, Vinnie Mac and I are regulars on the Gorgeous George show. Yes.
Do that joke again.
What?
The joke you just did. Because it didn't record.
It didn't record. Oh, okay. Now we're going to. Oh, he wants it done again. Like I said, for all you people out there, George is not here right now. Although I thought he had such a loud voice, I thought he must be on the highway, and I heard him just a moment ago. Anyway, Gorgeous George is not here right now.
Okay.
He's at Anthony Weiner's house, and he's teaching him. He's teaching Anthony Weiner how to use the cell phone properly. So anyway, don't you? I'm dressed up for a show.
George is sucking down those
The show is
wieners.
called Les Mis. Les Miserables. Now, if you probably remember the movie with Russell Crowe and
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman
Yeah.
and
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway and everybody.
Yes.
Well, guess what? If you want to see a live performance of Les Mis this weekend, Vince is in it and I'm in it.
That's right.
And I haven't been in a musical in years, and it's a great musical. It's the greatest musical of them all. And it's this Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m.
I'm gonna be honest, that's
After work, 7 p.m.
That would be
at,
boring as fuck.
Manchester Middle School,
Yes.
which is on Hull Street.
Hall Street.
Manchester Middle School is right across from the
He's got his
YMCA,
Walgreens
and
hat
it's
on.
near. It's right off. If you go down from the west end, if you're going down at the Chippenham Parkway, turn right on Hull Street, and then turn left when you see Manchester Middle School.
Yes.
And we're in this show. It's quite the production. It's like the greatest show I've ever been in. It's 3 hours long. And he plays the Hugh Jackman part. I play
Yes.
the Russell Crowe part. No, the two guys that are playing the parts are very good.
Very
and
good.
we're pretty good, and we're in it too. So and if you really want to see the show, just Google Chesterfield Children's
I
Theater.
think they were in a
Les
local
Mis or Les
production.
Miserables, and that'll take you to where you can buy tickets. Tickets are I think $10, but they're discounts
That
for
would've been
children.
cool to
And
see.
if you're a Boy Scout, they're very good people.
I don't know. I think it
Plays
would've
them,
been
and we've been in
boring.
the theater for a long time. in
Les
the
Mis-
theater, and,
Les Mis is already
you'll
kind of
see- and you
boring
can see
as
us.
it is.
That's right. Only come to see us.
If you only come to see us, that's good enough.
Yeah.
But they're really, I know they're big. We're big stars, but
It's a
these
good
people
story.
are
I
very
like it a
talented.
lot.
They're very good singers and dancers. So
Very
enjoy
dry.
Les Mis, and that's this Friday,
Chesterfield
Saturday at 7
Children's
p.m.
Theater.
Manchester Middle School, and then the special matinee at 3 o'clock on Sunday.
Yes.
So and that's all there is. So enjoy that show. So and I had rehearsal tonight. And that's why I'm dressed. This is sort of my costume. I wear a wig and a top hat and everything, and
he's got
wear
a
a pink
tie.
That's
Look at that,
supposed-
look at
Yeah.
How much you
supposed to
wanna
look
bet
like
on the pause?
1820s Paris.
For anyone who knows that story, how much you want to bet he's the fucking innkeeper? He's the innkeeper with the daughter. What's her, Colette or some shit is her name? I guarantee you, fucking Kevin plays the innkeeper. I'm almost positive. I'd bet money on it.
So anyway, Gorgeous George is coming out shortly, and we have a special guest tonight.
We do?
Yeah, her name is Sarah West. Sarah West is. I met
that.
Sarah years ago on this show, and Sarah was such a big success and
Yes.
such a big hit on that show like 15 years ago.
Yes.
We're having her back tonight.
Wow. Why did it take so long? It's like she moves on to Hollywood, and then it's like after we get
Sorry
a good
about that,
booking,
everyone.
finally she'll come back. She'll come back for big money. And unfortunately, George had to spend the bank to bring her back.
Oh no, we're glad to have Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah's great, and she'll be singing for you, and she'll be we'll talk with
Oh,
her and
yes,
everything.
yes.
Also, this is my tie.
I will
got
say it's
this in New
fucking
York,
good
but
to be
it's-
back,
it's-
at least
it's,
on YouTube.
You ever seen this? It's a
A lot more action in the
from
chat
Paris.
than last
No.
night.
I don't wear it in the show, but it's done. It's the Mona Lisa, Lisa del Gioconda, and it was
Yes.
done by Leonardo
Da Vinci.
DiCaprio. That's
DiCaprio,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
DiCaprio. Remember that.
Got
DiCaprio.
confused between
And
Leonardo
I
da Vinci
worked,
and Leonardo
to law firm
DiCaprio.
today, but what?
Nobody knows.
I don't know what people know where.
That's right.
But this, and it looks nice and everything. But trouble is, if you stare at my body too much, it looks like a. You ever seen the movie Alien?
Yes.
This is more like
yes.
a
It's jumping out your chest. And here comes a picture of Mona Lisa. Ah! It's like that's already scary enough.
oh man. Anyway, we're I guess we're looking forward to Sarah.
Yes.
And we have songs by
Sarah.
George.
Yes.
It's gonna be
Do we
quite a
really?
show. Well, so what have you been up to other than the play?
Oh, golly. I've been traveling all over the place. You know, the Thanksgiving holiday just passed. I went to Maryland. I went to, of course, during my
Wonder what
vacation.
Sarah
I went
that
to
is.
Chicago and Florida. I went everywhere. I just simply saw people, slept in their beds, and ate all their food. That's what you're supposed to do on vacation.
Thanksgiving vacation.
Yeah, Thanksgiving vacation. I had,
And you basically were America's guest. You went to
Yes, I did.
Chicago and Florida.
Yes.
And you just any leftover turkey?
Exactly. I just walked into a house, and it's like, welcome, come on in. Please eat up all our food. Now get out.
Listen,
It's like, okay, I'll move on to the next house.
George
when they run out of
enjoyed his
food, I'm
fucking
Yeah, I'm out the door.
homeless shelter fucking dinner.
oh man. And so what did you do in like Chicago?
Chicago, I went to, golly, I was supposed to go see a Bulls game, but obviously they ran out of tickets. They knew I was coming. They saw me coming, so they sold it out.
How was that
All right.
obvious?
All right.
Wait a minute. And you know what is really strange? I was thinking about
Could
the
have
show
gone
while I
to
was
see
on
the
road,
White Sox or the Cubs,
and
or
I was
not
thinking,
sports
like,
at all.
if we spread this show throughout the country, you know, the ratings on most TV stations are already low enough.
Just do the chicken
we don't
song.
want to get them any lower. But I wanted to franchise the show across the country, and I tried my best for George, but they
How
always
much you
slammed the
want to
door in
bet
my
he
face.
busted out with the
I don't
chicken song
understand.
in that fucking
I give him a
play?
good tape. I give him a great tape from years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
From years ago.
from years ago, and they
We
always.
haven't improved this much.
There's a W on this tab, not a T.
Not yet. We're still working on
The
it.
same show we've done for 10 years.
Yeah.
Haven't improved that much. No, no. Yeah, we'll bring them down. We'll bring the rest of the country down.
That's
to
right.
sooner or later.
Exactly. We
Man, he
will.
had a Gates
Yeah.
moment.
But obviously,
All right.
yeah. Now it's time.
And now, here he is. Huh? No, here he's not. All right.
Now
Yeah,
we get
whoa.
the intro. Okay, all right.
Gordon's George Show.
Yes.
My name's Kay Lazard. This is
Vinnie Mac.
Vinnie Mac. Coming your way.
Your TV screen.
Holy
This is the
fuck!
Gorgeous George Show. Believe it or not, I am the
Damn,
man,
that-
and I am what's causing this wonderment for all you ladies out there. It's just one of those things to see me blessing your TV
Holy,
screen
okay.
and giving you a steel kiss. Just
Okay, what the like? That is a jump from the last time we saw him. Like, wow. He looks fucking horrible. And it's like, he's clean shaven too. He's got his clean shave. His teeth are still somewhat there. A little bit white. That cum stain's still pretty good.
like that. Woo! And it's been a while. All right, so I'm looking at this camera. I'm hearing an echo.
I know. Let me fix it for
Every-
you.
voice
Every
is
fucking
so
show, he
prominent.
doesn't know what
That's
camera he's
right.
looking
So
at.
cosmic.
It's cosmic, yes.
Cosmic.
It's a cosmic thing. Okay, so
You
now
got
we're on
shoulder
this camera.
pads.
So which one of you are coming in?
Shoulder
Vince,
pads in
Pop-
2013.
Yes. All right, so
Coming
now
back
we're
from vacation.
You're back from vacation.
Yes,
Where'd you
I
come
am.
from? Bora Bora?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how was the weather in Bora Bora?
It was pretty hot, unfortunately.
Was it hot?
It was hot, and that's only talking about the women.
It was a warm and cool day, George.
Well, like I said, diamonds are forever. And so is Gigi.
I'm-
We are here. We are telling you what it is.
I'm going to shrink.
Tonight,
Sarah-
it's
that's
one
Sarah
of these things
West?
that we have people
Okay.
that have been on our show in the past.
You know, say she's not a bad-looking
And
woman.
We're going back in the archives.
Does she still hang out with
Back
George
in the
still, or-
day, where we had this young lady here that was
Did
on
she
our
leave the
show
camp?
back in 1999, and we were on every single week when it was beautiful to come on TV, and I was a little bit younger, probably a little bit more sexier than now, because But anyway,
George, you were never
what we're
sexy.
talking about right now.
Oh, that's
is
a new
Miss Sarah
co-host. I
West.
thought that was Kevin.
Sarah, how you doing?
I'm good.
Great.
I'm excited to be here.
Well,
Love you guys.
exciting to
Very
have you
excited
here
to have you
once
here.
again.
You are?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
And I remember when you were on our show, we had a little fun with you. It was an accident that I was in. I was in a little car accident, and I remember you saying. to
I
me-
yelled at a
and I was
Hispanic
listening to
person.
You said you should have been further away. You should have felt. And I remember it. It was
Okay, I'm gonna
I
pause
was
it.
telling you, shoulda. Uh-oh.
Okay, so I just noticed this, and did she lose a bet? I just noticed this, and I want to point it out. Okay, he's got his Dillard suit. He's got his purple fucking dress shirt. Then he's got this nasty shit, looking like He's looking like one of the dudes in Far Cry 5. With his fucking mullet and his unshaved fucking face. But the kicker for me is his fucking goddamn McDonald's kitchen shoes he's got going on right here. I don't know why, it bugs me. He's got this whole fucking dress up, get up going on. Get some dress shoes, dude. Go to a fucking Goodwill or something. Get some dress shoes. Make the shit match. Got his dollar square socks on. He looks like Tubbs from Miami Vice if he weighed 1 billion pounds. God. Well, the name's fitting. But anyway, I just saw it and I had to point it out.
Yeah, nice cankles too.
Oh yeah, fucking keg leg.
You should have been not that close. You should have, And I was like looking. I was like,
Oh man, imagine the smell just wafting off
I have a
it
good
right
one.
now.
Okay.
I don't know if
I
you remember.
vaguely remember that now that you mention it.
That's right.
Probably
And then I
smells
was
like
talking, and you were like, "Tell me now."
a fucking landfill on a cool warm day.
But I didn't
Just
care.
telling you to be quiet.
You told me to be,
Something new and
you
different.
didn't actually tell me to be quiet, but I felt it. Like, shut up, I'm talking.
Really?
No,
Oh,
they're-
that's not.
That's good.
She
But it's
commands
good.
presence.
So that's good. No, but no.
commands.
But that's cool.
I
That's
don't
cool.
know.
That's cool. But anyway, 14 years ago, you remember we had you on. You remember?
Yeah, I never forget this station because I had my own show called The Rise Cosmic Show.
Okay.
Do you remember
Oh
that?
I
shit!
recall
Is that
it.
the
I-
chick that was in the
That's how
fucking
I know
Mickey
you
Mouse
guys.
Yes.
fucking
Because I had my show
costume?
here too.
That's right. And I called
Way
you.
back
I was
when?
in contact with you, and I asked if you wanted to come on our show, and the rest was history.
Yeah, the rest is.
The rest was history. That's what it is.
The one
And we're
where,
gonna get
was it
into
making
every
the
little
squeal
thing.
meal
We're
was
gonna
like
do
fucking
a
making her
little,
uncomfortable and
music
shit?
tonight, and we're gonna try to find out some more information. We're gonna do this show like this is the first time you've been on, and we're
that's
gonna do
right.
it.
I'm not
Miss
sure.
Sarah West, from what I know and what I can tell you about Miss Sarah West, she is a spiritualist. And correct me by all means if I say something that's not right or. But Sarah West is a spiritualist. She's a physical healer. You heal, and you chant, and you're
Oh, I guess.
pretty much well known.
Ice
I
cream
guess,
music.
in some of the areas in the United States. Is that fair to say?
My goodness.
Or
Well,
am I totally off?
hey man, you can say it any way you like.
Okay. Okay. Well, why don't you?
That's an interesting word, spiritualist.
Use a psychic mind blast on Gigi.
Labels are
Do
so
some
weird to
D&D
me
shit.
in the first place, but we, use them. Even the word, even our name used to be weird to me when I was a little girl. I
Right.
didn't like to be called a name.
Okay.
Or from anywhere. So anyway, why it refers
How
to
does Gigi
the
find all these weird,
spiritualist. How
sketchy
do we
people?
label?
It's
yeah, I guess you could say
Virginia.
I'm into healing arts, and I help people with their
They
lives.
grow on trees out
and
there,
I do
man.
this thing that I call celestial mystical opera.
Okay.
And I do soundtracks for film and television sometimes if I'm blessed. And I have a bunch of CDs out that are very healing, and I call it celestial
Track. Okay.
mystical opera. And
Mystical opera.
It's really great to meditate to and
Right.
sleep to, and
Right.
it takes you into that
That sounds like a
stillness.
goth
Okay.
band.
And that's the whole point, is to really,
does.
we all have different
Sounds like an honest living. What is she
mindsets,
doing
we all have
here?
different labels, we all have different religions
This
and
is
no
Chris'
religions.
new band
or,
that he forms. We're called Mystical Opera.
even if we have the
And
same...
I want to get into that religion with you too. I want to get into that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So even if we have the same label, we're still so unique, each of us. We're
I don't
still
know, man.
individuals that, have really our own language to describe, our world and our belief
God, this
system.
woman's
And
out to
even if
lunch.
we go to the same church or don't go to the same, or
She
have
done
the
checked out a
same
couple
tattoo
years
parlor
ago.
or whatever, we're still
Is this
gonna
the
be
one that told
unique.
George to
So,
put eels everywhere?
what I do is sort of what people call spiritual or metaphysical, but it's there to not box anybody in. It's really there for anyone and everyone
Right.
to connect with what is really natural within all of us. It's like your breath.
Okay.
It's as close as
Fits
your
could
breath.
knock your ass.
And there's no dogma. It's just the presence. It's basically like love. Love is, nobody has a religion on love. Nobody's got a business
I love
ownership
hearing
where
people
love is
ramble on
trademarked.
about
You
like
just
their
can't
fucking
trademark
made-up religion.
LOV.
Unless you love
Shit.
money, you love the power, love the money.
It's just rambling.
Okay, I'm
When,
not sure we
just
got to
making
there,
shit
but
up.
what do you mean?
Well, you're
Like
talking
women
about,
rambling about
you're
love
talking
to
about the
George.
business world. I mean, love,
Like,
loving
she
thyself,
knows
loving
anything.
money. I mean, to me, love is powerful. It goes into it. You can love yourself. You can love your girlfriend. You can love your mother.
Like
and
you love
your
yourself.
business,
That's the first thing he
where the
says.
status, where you are.
Also, what's with these
so
fucking
love is-
business cards that no one
comes
can
around.
see?
You know.
Comes
We're not
around.
doing
Comes
this in front of a
around.
live
It's a love-
audience.
and
What's
love
the
of money.
fucking
I mean,
point?
I love money. What can I say? I mean, money makes me motivated.
Yes.
So, see,
I
we
love
all
money.
have
Pretty
our...
much.
And money loves me.
Oh, really?
No, we don't. That's why you
Well,
live
it
in a
helps.
van.
It certainly is a creative tool and
Yeah.
to express yourself and to help people or to create a beautiful environment or whatever way you use that
Right.
particular tool. And so, like money, this is so wacky.
Yeah, so
My
wacky.
voice is like money.
Right.
Hey,
Ba
that's
bing,
so
ba boom.
weird. Somebody's going to go
Ba
wacky
bing,
on
ba
that
boom.
because it's another tool for expression and a tool for a medium to experience life. So yeah, what I do,
George, you got that stupid ass look on his
Bing
face.
ba boom.
ask me something else. I'm
I
going.
think that's
Okay, no,
is
no,
that
I
a
mean,
drink there,
no,
Finite?
we're going to ask you a lot of
Ba
questions.
bing, ba
All right,
boom. Yeah,
so
'cause it's bada bing,
physical,
bada boom.
physical,
Not ba bing, ba boom.
spiritualist, you're okay with that. Healer,
Ba bing, baboon.
to say heal someone's physical, heal someone's emotional state. Someone could be all over the board.
Tommy
with their
Vercetti, the one,
emotions in check. Someone could be very
Was
much
Vice City the
feeling
one with
like
the,
they've been spent. Highs
with the
and
ice cream
lows.
truck
Right.
mission?
I think so. I think that one had an ice cream truck mission, and I think San Andreas did as well. That's the one with the they had the voice actor Ray Liotta. May he rest in
It's,
peace.
the ice cream truck music and
The fucking
this
ice cream.
outdated 80s number.
Oh God. Fucking ice cream truck music.
Feeling high, feeling low. What
Even
you do,
low.
I guess, into what you do is do you temper that? I mean, if someone is too high or someone's too low, you want to have a balance, I guess. So then,
Right.
what do you do to channel that or channel
Right.
to help get into their psyche,
Yeah.
so to speak, to help them?
Good question.
Get into that.
Well put.
Okay. Thank
Good.
you.
Good. Basically, see, there's a twofold question there. One is how do I do what I do, and two, what it is that I do.
Okay, please tell us.
So, 3 words or less. So basically, the first thing that comes to mind to say in this moment, because I say these things differently at different times, and ultimately, I really don't talk about what I do. I just do it.
You just do it.
Yes.
Actions speak louder than words.
Actions are the only thing that are really valuable because words can feel like action. There can be substance behind
One
words.
can say that they love you, but they show you that they love you.
Yeah.
Then that's the best way. Just
Yeah.
saying it doesn't always be.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to get into the secret with you too, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I do it. But but the first thing that comes to me to say besides that is it's the breath is the key to harmony, to all things, to yourself, to right as an actor, you know that, and
yes.
people who sing and act are particularly connected to. That's why I think.
See, Finite, those
not
are the
always,
good.
but,
Those are her 3 words right
people
there.
that are
Secret,
in the arts
LOL.
and that play instruments,
Oh, she's going
that
on about
use
The
the breath
Secret?
and acting and
Oh
singing.
God.
Certainly we know a
Okay.
lot of people that.
I remember like when the fucking this secret shit came out in like all the metaphysical stores and stuff like that. Has anyone ever actually read that book, one, or watched the fucking movie they did? That is the creepiest, weirdest, like, indoctrination into occult shit I have ever seen.
I think I've seen the movie, but I haven't read the book.
Oh man, it's creepy, man. It's really fucking out there.
But I'll give George credit here in that he's not taking the middle. He's not quote unquote center stage here.
I'm surprised. I think the only reason for that is at this point he wants to fuck her.
You know what? I probably gave him too much credit. You're probably right.
No, you're giving him credit because he is doing that. He is shutting the fuck up and letting his guests speak, which is like never fucking happens. But I've noticed like a couple times where he does back off is when he has a female guest on, and I think he's thinking something might happen because he keeps looking at her tits. You can see that like quite frequently. Rumor has it she left the show after Gigi tried hitting on her. Doesn't fucking surprise me one goddamn bit. But yeah,
You know that's probably another reason why he's not center stage. You know, so he can look at her. We're focusing on her, so she can. You know, George can just look at her.
Oh yeah, he's making
When the camera focuses on him, we can't see exactly what he's looking at, but you know.
Yeah, he's sitting there taking fucking mental snapshots to put in his spank bank later. The only time when Gigi doesn't speak over his guests is when he's on the Sean Brennan show.
That are singers that are into a lot of not so good, healthy lifestyles.
We know a few.
Yes, but you know that the breath helps you connect with a powerful sense of yourself. It's a key to connecting with who you are. And so basically the breath is the number one key to healing everything.
Right.
So like if I were to help you, the first thing that I would
Probably
do,
beyond help, but go ahead.
right, I would help.
You know,
I
every
mean, it was a
time
bunch
she
of
touches him, his
nonsense
little fucking
anyway. I mean,
2-inch
what
pud
did all
fucking,
this
like,
mean?
gets
I
in
mean,
the
I
dick.
need help too.
Twitches
We're
a
here to
little
help
bit.
each other. So
like, oh, that means she loves
that I
you.
would invite you to take a deep breath or a deeper breath.
Right.
Oh, here comes
And
Kevin
you know,
here.
a
Yeah,
deeper,
throwing himself
more
in there for no
embodied
apparent
breath,
reason
because a
again.
lot of people live sort of from here to here, like in their head, or maybe even from here to here, and not even in their nose or their mouth.
Right.
And so it's about drawing awareness through the breath into the lower, the full embodiment, really. And that is the primary tool for healing, is the breath. And then through that awareness and connection, there's, you know, psychological healing, where our thoughts, the limiting thoughts that are sort of on the surface, you know, come to my mind.
She
you know,
smoked
like
some really good shit
psychically
before
or
she came on.
intuitively. So that's very distracting over
think she
there,
had
but
to.
I love it. He's doing some Hawaiian hula, you know, sort of making fun and enjoying.
What's this? Okay.
Tai Chi. Same,
Some
very
Hawaiian
similar.
hula.
Okay.
So, and then energetically, because everything is an energetic system.
Right.
So we're all communicating beyond words.
Let's get a wide shot if we
right?
can. I want to go back. Yeah, that's cool.
So healing
Wide shot.
happens. It's like when you walk into a room and you feel loved, or you feel hated, or disliked, or ignored, or
Okay.
it's ambivalent. We feel all these things.
We definitely do, and I want to
Yeah.
get into this.
Vince is
Okay.
fucking
You-
lost. He doesn't
In
even
life,
like, what the
you're
fuck is going
kind of
on?
given a sixth sense. Now, it's a psychic ability.
You
know,
as in me, or you as in
I'm
all
talking
of
in
us?
generality. Yes,
All of
in
us. Good.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. Gavin, Muzella. So no,
Oh,
but,
now who's telling who to be quiet over there?
so no,
this is
as I say in
Shut the
French,
fuck up, Kevin. You're out of your element.
Basta.
So
French is
anyway,
feminine.
but anyway, as I was saying, so basically, when you come into an arena of people that you don't know,
Kevin
and
doesn't
some
like
of
her.
us are more in tune with.
No, he's
knowing-
jealous. She's getting fucking
I guess
way more
knowing about
airtime
their
and
aura
attention
or
than he
knowing
ever
about
has
who
gotten
they
in his
are.
tenure on the
I can
George
meet
show.
somebody. This is with me. I can meet somebody generally and
I
tell
agree.
if they're good or bad.
Why can't we just?
That's-
Why
I
can't we
had that
regulate
gift.
ourselves?
I have, not to say that I'm totally,
Wendy Pace.
I have some psychic ability.
We
I
need to
do.
get Wendy Pace
Well, sure,
on
I
the
hope
show.
we all do.
Well, we
If
all
we
do,
didn't, we
too.
wouldn't
But I have
function
some
very well.
psychic ability to
Why
know
can't we just
kind of
feel
premonition, to
ourselves,
know
for Pete's
what
sake?
happens before it happens. So it's kind of like deja vu, and we talked about
George
this 14
feels
years
himself
ago.
every night
Deja
while he's
vu, when
crying.
we see things before and they materializing, and then actually they do happen. They kind of come to fruition. So having the ability to know what happens, or just be able to see what's going to happen, and to know what's going to happen. I don't say that, I mean, but when it comes closer to yourself, you're able to see for others, but when it's happening to you, you're kind of blind
Gigi's psychic now.
because you're not able
He's
to
pretending
see
to be.
what's
losing that
what's
house
in
was a
the
fucking
full
shocker,
picture for
though.
yourself because it's too close to you.
He didn't see that coming.
It's too close to you to that degree.
Sometimes.
But
And that's the lesson, the experience, the adventure.
right, but then being able
You
to
know
know
what
that
he is.
in a room of people, you're able to
Gigi
know.
is an X-Men
once again,
style
who's
mutant.
good, bad.
Oh
You
no!
are.
Don't do
Or
that
I
to the
am.
X-Men. Come
general,
on now.
in general, and most people.
Okay.
Me,
Not
me,
everybody.
okay. Well, not everybody, but I think
Yeah.
that
Life
Well,
teaches
okay, he's
us
Toad.
if we don't know.
Or Frogman, or whatever
Life
the
will
fuck his name is.
teach us what we don't know.
right.
You know.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You sense.
The natural abilities.
You
is
can
what you're
sense
The skunk.
someone's presence. It's come on, like or you can sense someone's
He's the blob.
element or
Intention.
feeling,
Fuck yeah,
intentions,
all
or
right,
you can
you win.
feel or scent their smell, so to speak. I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
fun. Scent their smell.
He's a
You can
mix.
It's
feel
scientifically.
to
Someone
feel
else
what
has
they're-
to say
what
it.
they're about to
I didn't
do.
want to ruin it.
You can confide.
He's a
in
mix
it.
between the
Or you
blob
can
and
confide.
Skunk Man.
Well, and I have to mention
That's
too.
his OC, Skunk Man.
with all those natural
Not
psychic
because of the
abilities that
streakiness
we
or
all
because of the
have,
smell.
and some more than others at different times and for different occasions, etc.
Right.
Comes our baggage, comes our wounds. So
George, like, say
that's
comes
the
again.
challenge and the interesting sort of dilemma
This comes the secret word.
slash
Yeah.
challenge slash adventure is when whatever our gifts are, we're bringing
Oh yeah.
with
He's making the wrap it
our
up
wounds,
face.
and the wounds
I want my spotlight
color
back.
our ability to see things clearly,
Okay.
and whatever clearly means, because we all have different
Okay, I'm gonna pause
perceptions
it
of
for
the
a second.
same daggone thing that's
Going through the episodes one by one, every week like we do, I've noticed a pattern with George. He does that face. It's that face he makes. He'll start scratching underneath his fucking chin, and then he'll start responding very quickly and very short with okay,
Wrap it up.
okay, Like when she first was talking, he wasn't doing that, but now he is. I think what was going on is his hand right here was trying to like rub her leg underneath, and she fucking batted it away. And now he's mad. He's butthurt. I don't know. That's just
Yeah, I mean, I do notice a change, just in this episode, from the beginning to now.
that's a good pause. Fucking George.
George is very deep in thought.
No, there's nothing but fucking moths and cockroaches fucking wandering around in that empty space he calls a brain.
So I got to say something about these cameras before you resume. This one right now, like it looks like they're filming a TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones, I don't know how many other cameras are on there. One or two other cameras.
I think there's two. Muffler man.
So,
Yeah, that's... Yeah, fucking George.
going on. So, and that's the beauty of life and the steps that we make in life
Right.
that shows us what's going on in here and helps clear the detritus and the path within our own
What?
consciousness.
Did you just say tritus? What the fuck is tritus? I might just be an idiot.
Awareness. We have a lot of stuff going on in the subconscious level, meaning we're not aware of it. And then we have the conscious level, and then they call it the superconscious or whatever. So you can walk into that room, but if you
The
have
collective
wounds from
unconscious.
when you were two of some person
She's
with a
trying
red
to
shirt
spout,
and
like,
someone's got a red
Jungian
shirt
shit
on,
now.
you may not be
It's not knowing
aware
what
and
she's
remember
saying.
and made conscious that panic.
Maybe
that
the
you have.
same-
So you're
The
we're
super
colored
conscious.
by-
Maybe the same comparison of having phobias. Maybe having a phobia of a clown.
A phobia is a fear.
especially
and
the
all
clown.
too deep for the
When
gorgeous
you're a
George
kid, you have a
show.
phobia of the clown, don't you?
No,
No, okay.
I'm still afraid of the dark though.
Okay,
I used to be afraid of the dark.
I thought you
Yeah.
were
I
afraid of the clown, basically. But
You're
anyway.
afraid of clowns?
No, I thought you were afraid of clowns.
No, I have no problem with clowns. I
Like,
love
I'm not
clowns.
I
afraid
used
of
to
you,
want to be a
George.
clown when I was
Yeah, so
Well, but
Is
anyway,
that
what I'm
weird?
saying is some people with
I don't-
phobias.
I'm afraid of clowns now.
Except
I'm
for the
like,
face
"Ooh."
paint,
some people with
You don't need
phobias.
to think me. Look at that smile.
No. Some people with phobias, well, basically might
we should
have,
send Kevin a
something to
picture of
say that,
Fickles the
they're
clown.
Afraid of something, so then
You're
they're
afraid
gonna
of clowns,
judge
man.
you
Don't look
with
to your
me,
left.
snakes.
Well,
With me,
yeah.
it's snakes.
Oh, I did not know
So,
that.
you did not know that? Well,
No.
now you do.
I know what, now I know what to get you for your
I do
birthday.
have one phobia.
Some cord.
What's that?
Fear of the star.
Fear of the star? We should fear that star.
Star? What's a star?
The star.
The star.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
star?
yeah. You need to.
The Cowboys.
You need to. You need
I
to fear that
them.
star.
The
I said-
sheriff? What are you talking
No, he's not
about?
a Dallas Cowboys.
That's why I
He's
put
talking
that.
about Dallas convicts.
You need to fear that star because actually,
That's right.
actually, 9 losses
I don't know what's
now.
going on.
9 losses.
I know.
Anyway,
We're going sports.
Man, we haven't been here long enough to.
he's throwing that at me.
How do you?
We can talk about archery. I can understand.
Like archery?
How do you?
Okay.
How do you keep
Bow
in
and arrow.
shape? I mean, do you do a
Shape?
lot of exercise?
Oh
and you
yes,
do,
a lot of exercise.
Ride a bike or
Oh
play
yeah,
miniature
there's a
golf?
lot of sitting going on.
A lot of sitting.
Oh
You just
my
sit and-
God! I have a lot of work at the computer I have to do all the time for my mom and
Okay.
exercise. I think about it a lot.
That means
Oh,
I do it because I
goodness.
put the thought
Really
out there
wanna
like
know?
the secret told
You
me.
think
so
about
that
it and
means
you
I
never
am doing
gain weight.
Perhaps
exercise
you could.
because
You
in
could.
my
What
head.
do you
So
want?
I
it-
always know. I
it
always
physically
felt that
manifests
when I
onto
talk to
myself.
people about how you know.
He's not even hiding it.
And their exercise regimen.
Kevin
I
eats
get a better.
tofu.
I get a better.
Well, you
Kevin's
told
into
me
tofu
earlier.
and seaweed.
You
and
told me
seaweed,
earlier
yeah.
that I was influencing you for many years ago.
Yes.
You've changed some habits, and I was really
yes,
moved by
that's
that.
right.
That is huge.
Oh,
Yes.
George is
to me.
fucking
Yes.
jealous.
So
We're
what can I
pausing.
say about
I used to be
exercise?
taller. Now I.
George is fucking jealous. He's jealous as shit because he just realized Kevin has a better shot at her than he does. You're gonna see some abuse towards Kevin probably in this. I'm almost positive. Oh, she's excited. Look at that. She's like, "Oh, I thought you were gay. That means I have a chance."
I shrunk. Got rid of all those bad habits.
Sniffing his fingers a lot too.
Shrank.
You
They're
know,
not stiff
again,
them fingers.
I'm going to go back to super
Fucking-
simple. The breath.
Mine
We
spent, but he was
exercise
measuring
our
his
breath
fingers.
like we do our thoughts, like our brain
thought George was
and
into
all
sniffing
the
feet.
wishy-washy activities that we do, and we just slow down.
Now, teacher, I got something to say, but go ahead. I'll finish what
She
you're
wants
saying.
to be spit roast by Kevin in advance. Oh,
Now,
Wait a minute.
that'd be weird. She just told him to shut the fuck up.
Without speaking, unless you want to keep
No,
going.
no. Why don't you
I have.
put it?
I want to say something
I was
before I forget. But go
answering
ahead.
your
I'm sorry.
question.
I want Sarah to put us through a drill.
But
A drill.
and I remember this 14 years ago too. I
Okay.
remember this where we were doing the same thing. No, the Band-Aid, so to speak, because you were saying that people. Well, yeah. Let me finish. Well,
The fucking
That's
skin
it's all-
from his
it's all
calf
good.
is fighting that
the
sock in
actual we're comparing like phobias. You were saying like people they walk in the room, but it's not always the same. Or you were saying to another that's saying that. When you get into a certain
Gigi looks
situation,
lost.
or you're
It's all
in
going over his
to an
fat
arena,
head.
you say upon experiences. I'm talking about I was comparing it to like a phobia, being
Yeah, you were
scared,
spot on.
scared of and maybe breaking that
Because
phobia.
basically, everything is a phobia that is not just pure presence and just relaxation.
What the fuck does that
and
even mean?
Love. Like,
Everything
you
is a
could actually
phobia?
say that love is pure relaxation.
Yeah.
And relaxation is love, and then anything other than that is a phobia. And I love that because the word phobia is so gritty
Okay.
as a word for fear.
All right.
Because we basically are living in fear,
Fear of
because we're afraid of
bathing.
being eaten, chased down, left alone by the tribe, et cetera, et cetera. All these primal things.
Let me ask you this: do you think there's a thin line between love and hate?
Okay, you're switching it.
No,
Go
okay.
ahead,
I'm
switch away.
I don't mean this.
What do you want to know?
He's gonna
I
hold
don't
the
know.
trolls.
And what about
And
it? You just
do-
made a statement.
I'm
That's
saying,
not a question.
well, no, the question is, and do you think, because you're looking to love something is passionate,
Yes.
but can you hate something that's just as passionate? And can you love someone, love someone just as passionate, and then flip the switch and hate them just as passionate as you love them? That's a good question.
So that's a question?
Yeah.
Why are you really asking me that?
Well,
Because
I-
it seems like you know the answer.
George is waiting for her to
want
leave
you
so he
to-
can sniff the
to
seed.
generate your.
What do you want? Why do you want to know?
I just want to know.
I like how he ends it. Oh,
what
that's a
you
good
think.
question.
Now, I was wondering, is George
think?
making it more complicated than it is?
I think he's very
George does
clear.
love the
No, I'm clear. I'm clear.
I'm just
He's
rolling
fucking-
with
he's
how
got any
I
kind
roll.
of fucking
Okay, hold on a
following.
second. I'm going somewhere. Okay, so why are you asking me that?
I'm asking you that question to see what your answer would be.
Why
if you
do you
believe.
want to know my question?
I just
answer?
because this is what we're doing. We're talking about what you would lead. Do you think I'm the same as powerful as
checked
the
out, she
feel?
forgot she
you
was
could
on a
love,
fucking talk
love some of
show.
those emotion.
But haven't you answered the question?
But I want to know what your take
Seems
is.
very clear. I mean, you're
What's your
basically
take?
asking.
Do you believe
Do
that
I believe
do you
that
believe
you can love something
as much as
you hate something?
to say in the same dealing with that individual, you could in a relationship, love and hate. Okay, is a thin line between love and hate. We've all heard that before. You can love something and then hate it as just as much, or maybe hate.
But you've answered the question.
Not necessarily. I want to get your.
I don't
your-
have an answer because the answer is in your experience.
in what you experience.
I think
I'm
you
talking
could,
in
you
generality
could only
up to
ask
that.
me
I'm talking
as
in
if
general.
I have experienced
I'm just completely
that.
fucking
have you
lost.
experienced
I
that?
cannot say
care.
if what you said is true or not because it is unique to each person.
It's unique. What in general terms? Okay, let's take it from this level. Have you experienced that in some
It's
I
way?
unique, but in
hated-
general
Have you
terms,
loved
George.
something as much to the
Move on.
degree as to that same
Is
person?
this about your relationships? You
Well, it could be relationship.
want some relationship advice?
No, I'm. Well,
Yes, I do.
I want. No,
Decking
I.
his
I know
fucking
I
fat
do.
Time
butt
out.
right there.
Time out. The question simply is, and I think it's. I think you agreed.
Okay.
The question is simple. Can you, Kevin? You put your head right in there, man. Can you love something as much as you hate it? So it's to say, we could take a relationship.
So it's to
We could
say,
say it's a
Drake-
brand new car. It breaks down, and the car is a clunker. It looks nice, but it's a lemon.
Did
To
you
say-
notice that you're repeating yourself like 5 times and I still haven't answered the question how you want it?
I've repeated
Did you
myself.
notice
The answer is no answer.
No, the answer is
good.
is simple. It's a simple question. Can you love something? Is there a thin line between love and hate? And can you hate it? It's just as much as you love it. It's a simple
Take
question.
a deep breath. That's an exhale. Inhale.
There's no difference between exhale and inhale.
So,
But I mean, have you had a relations?
have I hated? Yes.
Okay.
Have I loved? Yes.
Have
Do
you-
I recommend hating? No.
Have you loved something as much as you've hated that something?
You know, it's so weird.
That's a
Every
direct question.
time I hear you say that, I have no answer for you.
Okay.
Is it
I can't relate to the question.
is it more like you can only
So,
do
I understand.
one or the other?
Well, it's all the same.
So-
it's really, I mean, it's all words and definitions of words
No, it
because
isn't.
it can't be hate without love. Hate is contained within love. It's
All right.
passion. Are we almost over?
No.
Oh,
We got playtime. We got
Oh my
playtime.
goodness. So
We got playtime.
I'm answering your question. So within hate, in my
Bitch,
humble,
no, you're
arrogant,
not.
ridiculous, ignorant opinion,
Flat out
Love
refuse
is
to
within
answer
You and me
George's
both.
and you
question.
cannot hate something without really having loved it very deeply.
Okay. So then no. So you said
Let me finish.
Okay.
You keep interrupting me.
the answer is no. Okay, go.
Don't.
No,
man.
no. See, I have a
We
thought
finish.
pattern or a feeling train,
Okay.
and then when
A
you
feeling
jump in, I get jolted.
Okay, go ahead.
But you know, we'll roll with it. I'll get jolted or not.
No. Finish what you were saying.
I'm working on it. So,
I remember this.
is that a buzz or a phone? Someone's cell phone's gonna.
I remember this
so-
14 years ago. Go ahead.
With, well, yeah,
It's cool.
it helps to be able to finish your thought.
Okay.
But I'm an interrupter too, so there you
Okay.
go.
I want you.
It's
I want
14
you to
years
think-
ago.
So I
George,
said
let it
that
go.
3 times about love and hate being
Okay.
contained. So passion and love, attention, obsession, possession, stalking. You know, where does the line of love switch to insanity? Switch to hate, switch to obsession, switch to neurosis, all these things. So we are creatures. Can we shut the door? It's just noisy. But look at me. I'm like, here I am. It's my show now. I have very sensitive ears.
Yes.
You're so sweet.
Yes.
Just remember that. So
Oh man, he's gonna try to hit on right for the show.
yeah,
Remember you said
see,
I was
that's
sweet.
one thing too, is that I teach or help or through my own
It means we have a
is
connection,
silence, so that we are really heard
Right.
and felt, and then we can actually hear ourselves better by when we're really listened to and heard. We actually hear ourselves better. So to
God, he
answer your
looks like a
question,
melted rotten marshmallow.
did I answer? I haven't answered.
You've answered. You don't. You
There's that
personally
cream
do
soup.
not believe in the
I didn't say I didn't believe. But go
other
ahead.
people, but you personally don't think you can love something as much as you can hate it.
I didn't say that at all. I didn't answer it directly.
Well, that's
Kevin's coming
that's
back
what I'm
from
picking-
slicing
that's
your
what I'm
break
picking up
line.
through what you're saying. That's
No,
all.
I don't really believe that. I believe that it's all connected.
I did it for you,
And to
Gigi.
hate something
What you laughing at?
still has love in it. To
I
hate
think I got it.
something still has love in it, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It doesn't sever the love.
there a
The
thin
love
line
is still
between
there.
love
Put you the corner of the dunce hat.
You can't love
I'm already
something
Yeah, it's obvious.
and hate it.
I think that was his real
you
question.
You can't. I mean, what did I just say? That's
I hear
not
it.
what I meant. I'm so confused because there's so
It's good.
many
It's good.
words
It's
going
good.
on.
It's good.
Hate has love in it. That's all I want to say.
Okay.
It's all connected. You can't leave love behind and have only hate. You can't have hate without love. It doesn't.
Kind of like God and the devil. I mean, but
I think they're all connected. There's no separation.
Republican, Democrat, Coke and Pepsi.
Now that's a little different on the other hand. No,
You know
just
what I
kidding.
love?
Just kidding.
I love the way you sing.
Oh,
We're going to do that. We're going to do
cute.
that.
I love the way you look when you said that.
We're going to do that in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
We're going to do that. Because I want some more. Because we've talked about one thing and it took up most
George,
of the
if you're
show.
watching,
This is a therapy
hurry,
session
Kevin,
for
fuck
George.
that
But-
for the
And
show.
he had me on his show because he has life questions.
You probably missed that.
And he
I'm
wanted
talking
a
to
therapist, and I was the best he could.
I'm talking, but I want.
maybe not the best.
Well, no, but I want to kind of just. I want to pick your brain a little.
Kevin
bit.
Okay,
rocks
keep
the
picking.
world.
And
Pick away.
and you're
Pick
picking my
another
brain.
thing.
No, you're very, you're up there. You're intelligent level.
George's brain.
Kevin. Seriously, man.
Go ahead. Give me another pick.
Me, you need
I'm
like
gonna
a,
send
like a
the
secret
box
lady.
out.
No, don't do that. We need
Okay.
him. We need him. You need him. I
Well,
need
we
him.
pull
We
a
need
string
him.
and he talks. When I pull your string, you talk. Okay, there you go. Now,
So cruel.
see, but the thing about it is, look,
Okay.
you and I like to talk, and we do like to talk. And we have that in comparison. No, you and I.
Did you hear
I'm giving you a
that?
compliment.
What-
we
what I
talk.
missed?
We like to talk.
When I,
So that's good.
When I pull your string,
Now,
you
so
talk.
we've spent
Oh,
some
yeah,
time with
I
that.
caught
Now,
that.
what I want to get into is the secret.
The secret.
The secret.
So disrespectful to Kevin.
That puts you to sleep or what?
Go ahead.
No, but I believe the secret is the tool. Now we're going to talk about
What
religion.
secret is the tool?
The secret is in the tool of religion.
What are you talking about? Did you
Have
understand
you
what he
heard
said?
of the secret before?
I have
What do you
heard
mean,
there's a
though?
book about it. I know
Okay.
a little bit of what
Well,
you're
then
talking about, but I don't know.
Let me
A book?
Enlighten us.
enlighten you.
Which
book?
book?
Let me
Any
enlighten
book?
you.
Never learned to read.
Let me
Oh
enlighten
my
you.
God,
The
some
secret
new age
is.
crap. I love it.
Okay,
Hate
no,
it.
no.
Now I hate that. Love to hate that. How's
Well,
that?
you
Does that
loved
work
it.
for you?
Well,
Theme,
yes,
theme?
I guess. But now let me
She's
get into
shitting
this.
all over 'em.
The secret is a powerful book. I thought for sure. That
Okay.
I thought for sure you would have known the secret. No.
No.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just being annoying.
Okay. You did this on purpose, already. You did it on purpose.
Well, it's vague. I mean,
Okay,
there's
okay.
this word,
Here
this
you go.
phrase, this
There
two-word
you go.
phrase that sort of encapsulates this sort of very
You've heard the Bible. right?
sugar-coated version of something very deep
Mm-hmm.
that I find these things can be kind of harmful, personally.
Yeah.
Okay. You've
Because
heard.
it's
je ne sais
dangerous.
quoi.
It's,
Okay.
it's so simplified. But you know, if it helps people, that's great. And if it makes them look deeper, that's even better.
You've heard, of course, of the Bible. Obviously, the Bible is.
Which-
What's
I
that?
mean, it's the Bible. You
What's that?
know,
Which
it's
Bible?
interpretations of the
Which
book of
Bible?
the
Bible
disciples.
just means a big book. So which big book are you talking
The
about?
Bible is what the creation, the Christian, the Christian
the
faith,
Christian Bible.
the Christian Bible, or you have all the books of
I'm working on a Bible.
working on the Bible.
Yeah.
But the Bible itself, though, was written
Low,
by
drink.
followers, the disciples, and they wrote
Low.
the book.
Followers? What about?
Followers
Of who?
Even low.
Of the Christian religion.
Matthew,
Christian,
Mark.
No.
Matthew, Mark, the disciples.
No, it was written
But-
before And
But
no, they
getting
weren't.
into what I'm
That
trying to
was
say,
incorrect.
Lo, is the disciple, the people, the interpretations, the book itself is a great
The
book.
Old Testament was beforehand, so
Right.
they weren't.
It's just low
But the
again.
point I'm trying to make is, Lo,
They
My
weren't
kind of
Christian.
people.
you
They
can
weren't
tell
Christian.
you can tell 12 people something.
Yes.
Tell 12 people a story.
Yep.
And usually in the end,
I'm
that
sorry,
story is going to
Blasphemy Fest. I
change.
know
Right.
watching
Not
the
everybody
George
is going to
shit
know the
drives you up
same
a
story.
goddamn wall.
It's not
That's
by
my point.
Jesus himself didn't create it.
Okay, why
God,
are you asking? Why are you bringing this up?
I'm bringing it up because we're talking. I want to talk about religion with you
Okay.
and talk about the comparability upon religion upon the actual Bible, or actual comparing the two, the secret.
Oh,
I'm leading up to that.
okay.
So go with me. So to that point
trying to
of talking about
indoctrinate
creationalism and
He's going to
talking
take up a
about
collection shortly.
Kevin, you know,
That was good.
I got a collection of something for you, and it's yellow.
I just gotta say, I find it fucking funny. Oh, that's a great pause too. Look at that. Woo. Anyway, I find it funny because, like, with just how like narcissistic and manipulative and like all the shit that George is, like, he just absolutely fucking fails at any kind of like religious control, like cult like shit. He fucking fails at it so bad, but being such a malignant narcissist that he is, that's like the hallmark of these fucking these cult leaders and shit. But he fails at it. He botches it so fucking bad. I don't know. You got anything for that, Lewis?
I'm sorry, it's a lot to take in. Just them clashing like pretty much for the past like 10-15 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's
Like they're getting along like oil and water.
oh yeah. And I just don't think George is used to a fucking female that's like gonna tell him to shut his fucking mouth, fucking stand her ground, be like, hey, I'm talking, stop interrupting me, you fuck.
But the weird thing is, right? And he's not trying to talk to her like a co-host. He's trying to like come on to her.
Yeah. Oh, you can definitely see the sexual tension coming
They
on.
tell you about the Bible, about God and Jesus.
Mm-hmm. He's used to having female guests on that are fucking strung the fuck out, paid to be there, or prostitutes, and he gets a woman that is like has some value for herself, like, you know, knows how she needs to be treated, knows how she expects to be treated, and will not tolerate George's bullshit, and he can't fucking deal with it.
That and she, I don't want to say she's well informed in this, but she. I don't know. I don't know if she studied or whatever, but she. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't think she's well versed. I think that she practices in like holistic shit. I think
Right.
she does practice, but she probably has a teacher or someone that she listens to, considers a guru, and she's trying to re-explain stuff that she's learned from him, or not him, but from them, and it's not really transferring over.
No, it's not.
So I think that's the issue here. But
I
she
think-
knows her fucking value and won't let fucking George diminish her in that way.
Right, that too. But I think too that Lo that I'm sorry, go ahead. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, okay. No, you're good, man. If it pops back, fucking ask for a pause. I'll pause. All right, we're gonna move on.
All right. Now, as I was saying, once again, talking about the actual Bible, the Bible
Boston.
itself, and people could say this is blasphemous for me to say
the
this.
fuck
and I
are you
said it
talking
before.
about, Nurse
It's
Joy?
interpretations. It's not the actual wording of. This is my opinion. Everything is
Lay
my
out
opinion.
the
I'm not
crack.
saying your opinion. This is
Indeed.
my opinion. The Bible is interpretations. It's not,
And yes,
it was
that'll be
written
fine,
by
Nurse Joy.
the followers, disciples, and whatnot. It was not
Sorry,
the
she sent me a
final
text.
word of the composer, Jesus.
Okay.
So, that being said, the secret.
Just
who's
have the
written
kid
by
come down.
Myra-
Tell him to come
Myra
down, please.
Brandon, or correct me if I'm wrong with that, Neil. last name. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, she took the ideas from other writers that
Right.
were 100 years old, books that were written 100 years ago,
Right.
and which were
So you-
taking those ideas from books written 100 years before
That's
that.
right.
So she just collected and was very smart and hit the market, and she made $1 billion.
That secret, Lo, is to
Low,
me,
drink.
Yeah,
when I actually saw
It's
the
the
actual
power of
DVD.
our thought.
It's the power of your thoughts.
Exactly.
But
Shit, I thought you just said
don't-
it's the power
I'm
of
not
our
an
fuck.
emotional person. Well, I am in some
of course
degree.
you are. You're very
But,
passionate.
but I'm passionate, but I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
emotional
Boss.
as far
Starts
as
bawling.
exactly. This.
thought you were talking
and
about the
I
band,
can make it
boss.
I saw the DVD.
No, no, no.
I saw the DVD of
Tickle
this.
'em.
The
And
DVD, drink.
Yeah.
put me in tears.
Wait, did he say low
Which
again?
part?
Yeah, he
The
said
actual
low
DVD
again.
put me in
Which
tears.
part?
DBD twice.
I got to go back and remember.
It's
it,
my
but the
birthday
whole
all
thing,
over again.
Going, they talk about a person's
you
mind.
reach a limit,
know,
call
mind
it,
thought,
okay? You
and
don't have to
talking about
fucking
a
get
person's
trashed.
experiences and how he
All right.
put himself into a positive mode. This is why I'm talking with you
I don't
because
want
It
anyone to get
resonated
sick
with
doing
you,
this.
and that's why you cried.
well, yeah. Well, I cried because it was very touching. It kind of hit home.
Yeah, it
It's the
resonated.
power of speaking, and this is what
Yeah.
we're trying to say. Of course, I know this is this is kind of what you're into. Powerful words are powerful, and then being within knowing that that what you do when you talk with people, you try to work with people and try.
100% blasphemous. He doesn't know how to operate a show or a talk show in any kind of
Well,
way.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Yeah.
So, but you
Yeah.
bring them.
Nice.
What are you?
Go
Okay,
ahead.
let me.
Keep going, keep
Okay,
rolling.
so when I'm
Keep
when
going.
I'm
Another
Don't pay attention.
tangent. One of the things with fucking George, where he another fail with his show, and it's he doesn't give two fucks about anyone else on the show. He doesn't ask Kevin's opinion. He's like, hey, what do you think about this? Or after he makes a statement. He doesn't ask Vince. He doesn't say anything. He just keeps talking. He says, I think like this. I feel like this. And just goes on to the next topic, completely steamrolling over the guests.
Yeah, and to your point, like Kevin, when Kevin's on there, he's engaging with Vince
Mhm.
and I forget her name,
Sarah
and then
West.
Vince is engaging with Kevin, Lady, and George. Everybody else, but George is just talking to her only.
Yeah, Sarah West is her name. Yeah, and that's like when we
Sarah
do the show
West.
here, and because I talk a lot, I know that, and I feel like I might be steamrolling. I feel like I might be talking too much, and I'm not allowing people to say anything. Like I'll ask, I'm like, what do you think about this? Or like I'll ask Meth, like, what do you think about this? Because I do want to know your guys' input. I do want to hear what you guys have to say and what the topic is. And it's just something that I've never, like all of the times watching fucking George and his show, I've just never understood that. It's like, why have guests or why have fucking co-hosts or people working with you on your show if you don't give two fucks about what they have to say? Oh, you tried to book her on? Oh, hell. That would be fucking amazing. I'd like to hear that. But we're going to continue. Do you have anything else that you'd wanted to add?
No, sir.
All right.
Yeah,
Sorry, I don't want to be rude and
Are
start
you
the
on the same
video
plane here? Or what?
and you had
Well,
something
you
to
lost me
say.
when you said PMA.
Yeah.
So,
PMA, positive mental, and I'm losing.
A&P?
So-
I remember that.
Oh, me too.
Is this a royal screw George show or what? Screw George. I'm trying to be serious.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. So anyway, I'm
I've
trying to
never
work
heard
with it.
PMA before.
Well,
Positive
PMS.
mental
then.
attitude.
PMS. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Positive mental attitude.
To build what I'm trying to say is the PMA to build and to try to invoke people to say that in the power of what you say, speaking positive, comparing to what I'm saying about PMA. Don't challenge my smarts, man. Comparing the
Who was he
PMA,
just yelling
the
at?
positive mental attitude, and the smarts and the intelligence of knowing that of saying that what
Was
you
he yelling
can
at
do,
Kevin
the
like that?
Tongue being very powerful, but in the positive way, saying that I can accomplish this. I will do this, rather than
Whoever
saying
he just
that-
talked to like that,
I'm
man
not
should
worried
have
about all
fucking
that.
jacked his jaw
Well,
right there
you-
on
you-
camera.
Oh,
You're gonna say.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Go
what-
ahead.
no, okay.
Well, he's just, I don't know.
Okay.
But you're talking about the
But-
positive mental.
Get your hand off her.
thoughts,
Right,
How
yes.
important
If
they
you
are.
would have talked to me
Bringing
like that
it
on that show, man, I would have
bringing
broke
it
his
to the
fucking
end, saying
nose.
that in your thoughts, if two people or more agree onto something, that it will come
Look,
to
I'm gonna have some
fruition.
positive mental energy fucking break
It will
your
come-
goddamn
come to-
Jumping
hip.
to another thought about that.
I'm on the same thought,
You
the
just
same
said
pattern.
two people thinking a thought. It will
Two
come.
people thinking the thought, and then it will be brought to fruition. And upon thinking, whether it be one person or two people, but thinking positive, therefore it's a positive energy. Positive energy.
You can
flow.
rewind it if you want.
People get all
It's
you know,
fine. I think
well
he was yelling
and
at
good about
Kevin.
the Bible,
I think
the
Kevin
Bible
got smart
itself
with him
being
and
what
fucking
the
hurt
tool would
George's
do.
feelings.
The secret,
Because Kevin's
I
off
think, is
now.
even
He's
more powerful
gone.
than the Bible.
Fucking
And I just wanted
Vince
to know
is
what your
looking
take was.
like
Those are
he
very
just
big
witnessed a
Where
statements.
and
domestic
yelling against everyone
dispute.
I'm saying, but go ahead.
Did you want to?
We're going to do that, Kevin. I promise you. Okay.
That you're 10 minutes left to the show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I-
okay. Let's
That's
come.
not very much time.
No.
No, it's plenty of time.
It's plenty of time.
Okay, I'll sing.
We want you to.
I think that'll be the answer.
Okay, but we'll get back into
That's what I
that.
came here for, a concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not get.
Ooh, you can see a little bit of camel toe.
All right.
All right.
Come on over here and have a seat, and we'll get. Yeah, I lost track of time myself. So.
He was
Well,
trying
George
to.
wanted his seat
Yeah, I
back.
was-
Oh, you
There
want
we
to
go.
say something about my website while I'm setting up?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Please. I'd love that.
Okay.
And I have a bunch of CDs out.
You drop this.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, doll.
There you go.
Oh, she called me doll. He's rubbing his dong under that table now.
This is the Gorgeous George Show, and here is Sarah West. We're
Ready?
gonna meditation right here.
Meditation.
We've been ready.
Y'all ready to
I've
get
been ready.
meditated
And we'll get back to that.
and regulated? We're gonna regulate ourselves.
Can you see me on? Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
So weird. I've gotten old.
Really?
So sad.
Doesn't look it.
It's all good.
So take a deep breath.
Okay. Now, Vince, take some notes now. Take some notes.
Relax.
I want to know what language she's singing in. I will say she does have a very good voice. I'm actually quite fucking impressed. This is when she starts singing Fleetwood Mac. God damn it. She's using a theremin. Oh, she's getting emotional. He said low about 15 times already. Okay. Since I missed a lot of them, I'm just going to chug the rest of my drink. Apologize. Funny, it started singing the Three's Company theme. Come and knock on our door. Whew. Okay, there you go. I think I made up for it. Okay, I don't want to lull everyone who's watching to sleep.
Probably, maybe better than
Okay.
Celine Dion.
There we
Just
go.
sped it up.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
just
could probably
skipped it.
sing
I
better
just,
than her, too.
We got the gist of what she was
Yeah.
doing.
But
And I
anyway,
will
but-
say, like,
but
she
saying all of
has a
that, yeah.
very good voice. I'm actually
yes.
very, very
Scoot over
surprised
so
with
I
that.
can scoot in.
Okay, that's right. So
Not really my kind of thing.
what I wanted
but
to do, and we don't have enough time because this will
I'm not
take
gonna
probably 2 shows to
talk
really
shit
get
on
into
someone's
the
voice who has a
deep
good voice. She did good.
deepness of where I want to go with this. And I know we only have about 5 minutes. You see, I wanted because time does go by fast. I wanted just to build a parallel and talk about
Her musical guest.
Talk about
go.
your-
She was great.
Well, let
She's
me
not
ask you,
even
how many
musical
minutes do we
guest.
have? Because I don't want to be rushed. I mean, well,
I
obviously.
think we got 3 minutes.
2 minutes.
We got
Okay.
7 minutes.
Woo!
Well, we have 7 minutes. What?
Yeah,
We got
5
5
minutes.
minutes. Okay.
Okay.
5 minutes.
This would take about at least
We're
2
open for
shows
2
to
minutes.
I want to really get into the way I wanted to go with it, but that's cool. But
I can see George. He's
your gift
contemplating.
with your voice now, obviously,
I'm gonna pause. George is struggling asking the question. Well, we have 5 minutes left. Would you like to demonstrate your fellatio skills? Like, you know he's struggling asking that question. He wants to just jump it right now. It's between her and... No, get the fucking Bo.
That's the spirit.
That's not even fair,
that's
man.
coming out.
She's got a talent. Bo doesn't.
The channel of the spiritual channel.
Bo
where it's
fucking
more like
sucks.
you're trying to evoke
Trying.
more, where you are bringing out your expression, and you're trying trying to bring
Wasting
it out.
too much
You
time
know,
restating the
you
same
are bringing
questions.
it out.
Agreed.
Like,
You say questions as in plural, man. He was just asking the same
You all
question
know.
over and over again for
But
like
you
20
are doing
minutes.
There's the thin line between love and hate.
expression, you're the
That's
expression,
the
in a
line that it
positive
hate.
way. And you're bringing it out as a healing. Your voice, it's the chanting, and that's how you're bringing it out. When
You have CDs, I understand.
Yeah. Really?
You can get them at sarahwest.com.
Okay, I'm pausing again.
Sarah with an H.
What?
What the fuck was that, Kevin? Like, oh, so you have CDs out, right? Well, yes. What? Really? That was a goddamn Tommy Wiseau moment. Holy shit. The fucking Mark telling him the story about the woman getting raped. Fucking Tommy Wiseau's reaction is, haha, funny story, Mark.
Good story, man. How's your sex life?
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Okay.
I love that
College story,
shit.
Jennifer Aniston.
You know, I bought that movie. I actually own a physical copy of The Room on DVD. It's one of my prized possessions. I collect, like, weird shit.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
No, thank you, Kevin.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I want to do a slowdown.
So, but
right.
let's finish that. So
H on the end.
That is
Thanks.
that is true to what I'm saying. Is you're
Right.
as a little
Go
girl,
back.
you were with that gift.
Oh, there. That's when he
As a
laughs in
healing,
her
your
face.
voice. It's the chanting. And
SarahWestH.com.
that's how you're bringing it out.
You have CDs, I understand.
Yeah.
You can get them at sarahwest.
That was the weirdest I've ever seen Kevin. Holy
Sarah with an
shit.
H.
So, but
right.
let's finish that. So
H on the end.
Thanks.
That is true to what I'm saying. Is you're.
It is?
Girl,
Sarah West's website is still
that
up.
gift.
Does she still talk to George?
Well,
Like, is she still affiliated
You wanna
as
know
far
the
as we know?
background? Is that what you're
Sure.
asking?
Yeah. Well, that's
Oh,
what I
goodness.
said.
Finite, send me a link to that, please.
Well,
I
it's
would thank
really
you very
an
much for it.
invocation of home.
Okay.
Of home.
Home being.
We're going to do something that George
I'm gonna
never
tell
did
you.
for his
All right,
guests.
You can't have a break. You can't have like a silence. It's good to have silence. Silence is important.
I was trying to understand what you
Oh,
were
we're gonna plug
Well,
Sarah West's
relax.
fucking website and where you can get her
if you
music.
want, it's invitation.
Okay.
Just don't say anything for a couple. Like, let me just unfurl in my pace.
Go ahead.
If you want, or not. Home, to me, well,
During her mailing list.
words get in the way, but a home where there's peace, where there's love, where there's silence, where there's embrace, where there's yes.
Especially if Blast from the
Where
Past is
there
trying to get her
is-
on the True Narrative.
I love you.
I'll do what
Where
I can
there's
to
I'm here for you.
to push her product.
Home where there
Let her know that
is
the goons aren't fucking assholes like George likes to say.
welcoming. Home where there is
Well, I mean, we're good assholes.
acceptance. So, home where there's nourishment, home where there's support, home where there is encouragement, home where there is you're okay, home where there is
Body
it's
that
okay
doesn't
to be
shoot dogs.
you. Home
Home,
is
she
it's
just lost
okay
Gigi.
to let go.
Right.
It's okay to hold on.
Home is where I park my
It's
busted
okay
ass
to
van
relax.
next to a
Gotcha.
light pole.
We need. No, I no.
We're going to
No,
tell
I mean-
our affiliates that we're staying over for the next 20 minutes, like the Ted Koppel show.
Home is where you set the shit buckets.
And we can't. This I knew this was going to probably take more to get to where I wanted the show to be more than an hour. But we're only given the hour, so that's all we're given is that amount of time. So let me finish what I'm saying. So we're going to do if you'd like.
Yes.
And we could probably do it on a pre-recorded one too.
George
I like to
is
finish
the
conversation
Kanye West
we had
of
because
fucking talk
I
shows.
wanted to build
I'm gonna let you
parallel
finish.
to The Secret. You're talking about The Secret, talking about the powerful manifestation about what you speak
Yeah.
or what you say,
Yes.
and building upon
And feel.
and upon when
It's
one
connected
person
to
feels that
feeling.
way about themselves, and then when two or more people say believe in that.
Okay.
And
Do you have
it's
any-
one. So that's
have
what I
any-
want to do. We got 1 minute left.
Do you have any personal
All right,
appearances coming up soon that we should know about?
Oh,
Well, yeah.
sure. Well, you check my website, sarahwest.com. And then I've got like 9 CDs out, The Sacred Pyramid, Sanctuary, Voice of Eternity. And they're all like new manufacturing. And then I have Train of Freedom, and I was going to sing you that song, which was really fun.
And she doesn't like the secret,
And
so I'm
check
with
my
her on that,
website,
too.
sarahwest.com, and Facebook
All right, one more.
Ripped her shit.
Sarah West Lullaby.
I'm not cutting you. Look, we have one Mona Lisa, one entire piece, and only one gorgeous
I'm
George.
not cutting you off.
Believe me.
But let me say my stupid shit.
Same bat time, same bat channel. You're welcome to come on the 18th to finish this up if you want, or do it.
Oh,
for-
she
Oh, we were
pinched
going to
Kevin's
have Tech
ass.
on. Do we have a half a minute?
Yes.
She pinched Kevin's ass right there.
9 CDs.
The conversation.
She got herself
we
a
had
little
because
feel.
I wanted to
Some of that
build
Kayla's our
parallel to The Secret. You're talking about The Secret, talking about the powerful
Yeah, Kevin's doing
manifestation
GG.
about what
Kevin
you
should have
speak,
been the
Yeah.
fucking
what you
host.
say,
Yes.
and building upon
And feel.
100%.
When
It's
one
connected.
person
At least he
feels
can
that
keep
way
the
about
fucking
themselves,
dynamic
and then
going.
when 2 or more people say believe in that.
Okay.
And
you have
it's
any-
one. So that's
have
what I
any-
want to do. We got 1 minute left.
Do you have any personal
All right, we-
appearances coming up soon that we should know about?
Oh, sure. Well, you check my website, sarahwest.com. And then I've got like 9 CDs out, The Sacred Pyramid, Sanctuary, Voice of Eternity. And they're all like new manufacturing. And then I have Train of Freedom,
He's
and I was
having
going
an
to sing you
aneurysm
that
holding
song,
in
which
his
was
fucking
really
shit.
fun.
Hey, listen, we
And
gotta do
check
this.
my website, sarahwest.com, and Facebook
All right, one more.
/ Sarah West Lullaby.
I'm not cutting you. Look, we have one Mona Lisa, one entire piece, and only one gorgeous George. Believe
You cut her off for that?
or not.
She can get herself a little pinch of that Kay Lazar booty.
Same bat
Look.
time, same
That's a low hug.
channel.
She grabbing that ass cheek.
Come on the 18th.
Oh shit, I'll check that out in just a moment.
Finishes up. You want do a pre-
Oh, we were going to have Teclon. Do we have a half a minute?
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come up.
Where the
Yeah, I
come
actually
on.
spoke.
Oh,
Next time.
Are we off?
Not yet.
Okay.
She wants someone to come up and he just fucking. What a dick.
So much of a okay. That's cool. No, I wanted to get into other. I wanted.
Well, fuck you, George. You're a piece of shit. You interrupted her while she was doing her plug for her Facebook so you can scream out one Mona Lisa. Fuck you. George, you are a cumsock koozie.
You could have gone one. You could have gone one episode without that.
It's never needed. What a fucking piece of shit. Okay, I'm sorry. I know you guys got to see it. I apologize. I'm gonna check the DMs because we got some stuff. Oh damn, that was when she was younger. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna do that in just a second. Okay, I'm gonna read it from the Discord. 1 second. Goon text chat. Oh shit. Okay, God damn it. I gotta see if he wants this read or not, because hey man, you're if you're in here, you're being a little aloof, man. All right.
Is that the guy breaking the news?
Yep. I'll share it if I have permission, Finite. I'm not going to abuse the trust of people who talk to me. I apologize, but that's kind of a standard I have to have. Oh shit, okay. Okay. I just got a thing. They are going to release it themselves, so I'm not going to say anything. So, yeah, that's how that's going to go. But we will show the Sarah Met stuff. So let me pull that. Thank you, Finite, for that, by the way. Let me get these pulled up. Not having my hotkeys is fucking with me bad. Okay. So, here we go. Again, trying to use my fucking hotkeys like a dumbass. And they're not set up on this format. Okay, so Sarah Lena Love, aka Sarah West Love. This is her website. It is HTTPS, all that good shit. SarahLenaLove.com. You can find her music if you like what you heard a little bit. What the fuck? I'm gonna be honest, and I'm like, hun, I love you. She's a good looking woman. Holy shit. George can't deal with it. You got some CDs. It looks like audio book. She has a book. Sultana. You can buy single songs, it looks like. I'd like to buy the rest of that picture. No, holy shit, she's got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Book signing and more. Man, she puts a lot of fucking time into her website. She had too much talent to lower herself by doing more GG. I agree 100%. I'll check it in just a moment, bud. Sorry. I just said bud. Like I was talking to my kid. I apologize. Oh, I meant no disrespect by that. Holy shit. She got... Good lord, man. She got a lot of stuff there. So, okay, that's her website. I think she has a Bandcamp as well if anyone's interested. Right here. It's probably a lot. So there you go. We'll do what Gigi fucking absolutely refused and tried to cut her off doing. That's her stuff. If you liked what her little sample she did on the Gorgeous George show, there you go. Have access to it. All right, so we need. Uh-oh.
Don't want a damn son.
You can tell my son entered the room. Okay, so what should we do now? Because we're not ready to end yet. We need some more.
Hey, that Mountain Dew is in the fridge.
I might pull up.
That Mountain Dew is in the fridge.
I understand that, buddy. I'm streaming, bud. You want to say hi to the people?
Mm-mm.
No? Are you shy? All right.
Hey, that Mountain Dew is in the fridge.
I understand.
Can I get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can have one.
I wanted one. Hey, I wanted one, Daddy. I wanted one.
Okay, go ahead. All right. Was told to check the Discord again.
Soda. Shoot, I almost took it the same way.
Okay, I just told I think he's on to me. Just read it, and you can read the emails too. Okay. Let me see it. Okay, so I'm gonna read it. I was trying to help you, dude. All right. So they said I finally got a hold of Gigi on the phone. Pretended my name was Ronald Henderson, and I'm starting a new FM rock station in Baltimore, Maryland. And his name was passing me, and I was interested in interviewing him for the position. LOL, he kept asking me all these questions, and when I asked him what was up and why he was so paranoid, he said that he has a lot of trolls that will call and bother him. And I said, why would they do that? And he said, it's a long story, but they're irrelevant. That's a George word. So I set up a time for us to talk tonight, and I was going to record the conversation because I couldn't when I talked to him earlier, but now it's phone's off again. Sorry if words are off using voice to text while driving. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that, man. Be safe. All right, and we need emails. Okay. It's the problem with having like 10 different emails, man. Got to go through to see which one is which. Chris made a new Spurg video about us. Like, when you say us, do you mean like the goons in general, or like me and you? I'm confused. He kind of ignores me, so. Where the fuck is it? I'm sorry, I'm having like a moment. And there's the one's the gorgeous George. There's no fucking way that it's fucking gone. Oh, I'm pissed off.
Am I on?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, hey. What up? This is the old diabetes leg.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. So
So
if you wanna read the email, because I'm having a hell of a time
yeah,
fucking finding it. I don't know
I'll
why.
explain. Yeah, don't worry. I'll go through the whole thing here. So this fucking piece of shit, this fucking cowardly bitch. I've been emailing him. I'm not kidding you. On at least a year. But from different emails because I know he's blocking them. So I'll read the most recent ones. And so it started off with. Hold on here. Okay, and let me go to. And by the way, what's up, goons? Nice to talk with everybody. Thank you for welcoming me in. It's probably one of the proudest moments of my life, probably even before the birth of my son, if I must say. So, let's see here. All right, here goes. All right. So this was the first one. And so what I did is I made an email called Gorgeous George Rules. Instead of an S, I put a Z at gmail.com. And so I started pretending like I was him, and I was talking to ourselves, like we were having a conversation with ourselves. I said, "Yay, GG, we did it! We got a new email, just like our other one. I swear people won't get confused, and we'll be able to tell the difference. I'm attaching a link to our new banger of a song, "Blinding Lights in a Cheap Hotel sung terribly, but almost a whisper because we don't want to wake the neighbors." That's when he's singing by himself in the hotel, the Blinding Lights song.
Yeah.
I said, this has to be my all-time favorite of ours, GG's. I mean, think about it. Being completely not self-aware. GG, we can't sing for shit. This is like your gut speaking and telling you what you have known all along. We have a terrible voice, GG. And why are we more shitty suited dillers, for God's sake? We have about 100 of those trashy brown sweat-colored pieces of filth. Anyway, GG, I for reals want to meet up and have an actual fight with you. I want to know if you're man enough to accept my challenge. This is for reals, me calling you out to see how big of a man you are. Because if you accept my challenge, I'll purchase a flight to Richmond right now, and we can do this, and you can finally have a shot at getting your hands on a goon. Let me know, fat fuck. Sincerely, George Alexander Yared, a.k.a. Gay. I said, P.S. Here's the link to that shitty song. Okay, so that was the first one. Second one. Titled, What's Causing All This? And I put me. I'm causing all this, you vile, loathsome, uneducated, homeless, poor, diabetes-ridden, mother abandoned syndrome suffering, father butthole touch ridden, crack whore loving who forced himself on a woman who not only wouldn't let leave his house, but ultimately because of the trauma he caused, it resulted in her death. That makes it your fault, George. I still can't believe what a bitch you are after all the years of shit you talked. Here I am, just your average troll, sitting here blaming you and you alone for what happened to James. I'm offering to get on a plane, fly to Richmond, and fight you. I'm giving you the opportunity to finally get your disgusting, swollen, filthy fingernailed, unwashed, hot dog fingered me. And what happens? Question mark. Radio silence. What a fucking coward. I even said that you can bring that crack whore with 44 kids from 183 fathers, that Frodo Fagin sidekick of yours, Kevin, that bullet hole mess that has an IQ the same as your credit score. Hell, bring every one of your fans, end quote, you supposedly have, and I'll whoop their asses as soon as I'm done whooping your ass. Still waiting. Love, your real daddy.
Oh.
Okay, so that was the second. That was the second. Third, this is titled, This is Your Last Opportunity, Back Up That Talk. Dear, not at all, this is in parentheses, not at all gorgeous, or excuse me, dear, not gorgeous at all, in parentheses, George. It's me again, that voice coming from that humongous gut of yours. Of all the people that talks as much shit as you do, I figured at least you would have the balls to show up one time. Just one time, that's it, George. I offered to let you pick the location, the time, everything. I even offered to let you bring that herpes-ridden, disgusting, smelly-pussied Saunders. All right, yeah, Saunders Saunders fucking stripper that dances on a pole like a person with cerebral palsy tries to get up to take a shower in the morning. Hence why she works the day shift. Only the garbage strippers work the day shift. I offer to let you Roger, that autistic, slow ass, unbelievably unfunny, short bus riding, betrayal Gigi, and even Watt, who I honestly know nothing about, but if he hangs that crew, I know he's a real piece of shit. George, you couldn't even muster up the energy to respond at least and say no. That's how terrified you are of your superior, your owner, and puppet master who pulls your strings and makes you do whatever I wish and demand. I want you living in a van? You got it. Do I want you delivering food for DoorDash or Eats? Yup. One little pull of the string and you got it. Ultimately, unfortunately, at one time you were able to get your hands on some of the strings, and that's how you were able to take advantage of Jamie Whalen and rape her. Last time I ever let you hold the strings, because of she is now dead because she couldn't live with the fact that such a slob with fat fingers that has Cheetos underneath the fingernails and swollen diabetes legs laid himself on top of her. And in parentheses, I put, can't blame her. So there it is, George. The goons will now see you once and for all how big of a bitch you are after all the times I've offered to meet you and fight under your terms. This confirmed to everyone that you're all bark no bite, just a fat overweight dog, the fat overweight dog that's only exercise and the dinner plate is put down at night. Enjoy living the rest of your life knowing that you pussied out. God fucking bitch. Sincerely, your motherfucking daddy. In parentheses, the one that doesn't touch buttholes and has wives who abandon him and his bastard child. And then I had this one.
Oh, there's more.
Once again, you pussy that. See, Gigi, it's me again. That gut feel. Oh wait, did I just read this one? How's that? Oh no, there's a new one. Okay, sorry, I kind of started out the same. I said, "Hey,
Oh, you're
Gigi,
good.
it's me again." That feeling inside of that giant stomach of ours, ridden with guilt over what we did to Jamie. I mean, think about it, George. Even for us, that's pretty low. Taking advantage of a woman who's not only kidnapped and wouldn't leave the house, but enabled her by buying her quote medicine end quote, and then taking advantage of her when she's intoxicated. All this led to her death. Your actions. So once again, I'm challenging you to a fight. What's funny, Gigi, is that you know who I am. You asked Saunders about me on a video once. Of course, he didn't know who I am because I am a rogue goon. I walk my own path, just like you walk with your diabetes socks on. You can pick the spot in Richmond anytime, any day. I'll come solo, no cameras, no other goons, just me. You can bring that herpes, filthy ring, crack hoarder with you. You can bring that short bus riding, unbelievably funny guitar. Roger, although I'm not too sure you guys are buddies anymore. After he sold you out, gave the goons your book, and talked about how horrible you smell, and even that homeless, shitty guitar playing loser that hangs out with Roger. This is your opportunity, George. This is it. You've been talking about it for years, and you would love to get your hands on the goons. And I'm giving you the opportunity right now. I think you're scared that I'm going to rip your arthritis-ridden leg off of yours and beat you over the head with it. I think you're a pussy who's all bark no bite. Who's the master, George? You're afraid. Are you afraid that Master Rub Dog's trachea strike isn't going to work? You have 2 hours on, or it's going up all over the Discord and YouTube about how you had chickened out, finally had your chance. You have those tiny balls of yours finally drop. Sincerely, George Alexander, Yared, a.k.a. the gay, a.k.a. son of a butthole-touching father, a of abandoned mother syndrome, a.k.a. man responsible for what happened to Jamie. And the final email, I included it was a video. I forgot what link it was. And I said, I want you to honestly tell me what you was going through. When he's dancing, I think, to George Michael song. I said, I want you to honestly tell me what was going through that incredibly fat, chubby skull of yours that would make you think putting this filth out would be a good idea. when you stick your tongue out, I literally threw up in my mouth. It's the first time ever I could smell somebody's breath through the phone, and it made my screen crack, and I had to get a new phone. Why are you so fat? Why are you so homeless? Why do you wear diabetes sock? Why did you rape Jamie? Just a few questions. Love later, fatso. You're dead. So that's it. That's all of them.
Yeah, you came at him pretty hard.
Oh, dude. Yeah, and do I have another email? It's got like 30 more.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I want to ask because like
Yes.
what I want to do here actually is, and it was brought up in chat, is have people want to come on that watch the show and like kind of talk with them a bit, like what you just did, and tell us what you were doing with your emails and whatnot.
Yes.
And yeah, I was just about to ask that, blast from the past. But yeah, what got you started with George? What brought you into this?
I'm trying to think. You know those nights where like you're just like bored and you're going down the rabbit hole
Yep.
of like you. Yeah, it was that, and I think you know what it was. I'm pretty recent. I think it was Dank's video.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, right? Dank is it?
Yanks.
So that guy. Yeah. The like it's like a video you're documenting George, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was that, and I was like, oh, this guy's a real piece of shit. I said, I got to look into this, and so then it was just like hours and hours and hours, and like my girlfriend's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, you'll never understand. Just leave me alone. And so I just kept like watching. I was like, oh my god. Then the more I found out about the goons and like yeah, because like at first I thought, okay, they're just fucking with him, right? Like I mean, look at the guy. How could you not? But then when I found out like the shit about Jamie and like the actual stuff and like the other stuff we know with other people, like with Saunders and taking money, never paying people, just the way he treats people, I was like, dude, I hate people like that. I hate bullies. I hate what drives me nuts in this world are people who have this fake egocentric or egotistical, you know what I'm saying, just attitude when it's so transparently fake it makes you sick. And I'll point out one of my favorite things is like when Saunders would brag to him about how much money he makes, and George would be like, that's what's that matter? Blah 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 blah. It's like, George, every time you're on one of your videos, when you go on TV, you talk about how much his money's got, how he's got it together, the same exact thing, and I'm like, how could you be mad at Saunders when that's exactly who you portray, but only you don't have any of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I just shit like that would make me furious. And so, being an actual trained fighter, I was like, dude, somebody needs to beat this fucking fool's ass. And I was like, I was willing to take my vacation time, get a plane, fly to Richmond, and like actually do this.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing. He's responded one time, and this was, actually twice. I'll talk about the other thing here that happened yesterday, but. This was like months and months and months ago. He responded, and it's because I made an email and I put my name as George Alexander Yared. And so when I sent him an email and signed off George Alexander Yared, he said something like, using my father's name, you piece of shit, or something like that. And that was it.
Yeah, he said something to me a while ago that I used Kristen's father's name in the TikTok sock account that I made.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like, he's such a bitch, dude. It's just like, you talk all this shit, George, all this shit. Like you constantly talk about how you would rip people's right now, right now. That deep growling homosexual voice, right now. That he does, and it's just like you're laughing your ass off when you hear it. But you hear him do it, and he goes, right now, I want you, right now, where are you?
Yeah, you hear a lot of that. You hear a lot of that in the Jay Smith calls.
Oh, I know. But I watched recently. I asked him with Marty, and Marty was talking to him, and he lost his goddamn mind. It was hysterical.
Marty gets him fucking
Marty's
livid every
Marty,
time.
I Marty and GMs. Marty, I just, for the record, you are my hero. I think you're on a Mount Rushmore of GT trolls. You one of the best. I admire you. So I just want to get that out there. But oh, and
Yeah,
then the Deuce videos are also hysterical too. Deuce, you're also fucking. I like those are great.
I love all of the goons and the content they put out, but
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a bit of a tie for my absolute favorites, and that's Sean.
Oh, who you got?
That's Sean and
Sean
Jay
as well. Yeah, of course.
and Jay.
Yep.
Fucking the J Coles. I go through them
They're
every couple
so good.
months.
Exactly. You never. They never end. They never end. I played them for months and everybody dies laughing. It's hysterical. And so should I talk about the phone call thing that happened yesterday?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I got one of those apps with the fake numbers, and I'm so disappointed because I know he's going to hear this, so it's ruined. But he'll probably. I think he was already on me. But I had called him yesterday, and I talked to him for the first time ever, and I was like, oh my god. Like I was so shaking. I was so excited, but I wanted to set it up to be this big thing, right? So, and I didn't have my other phone with me to record it, so I had to make up something to set up a time to talk to him again. So I pretended my name was Ronald Henderson or something like that, and I'm opening an FM rock station in Baltimore, Maryland, and his stuff to me, and I thought it was so good, and he's like, yeah, I've put out some good stuff there, So I've done commercials, I've done some camera work or like a TV work, and I'm like, well, what kind of television work? Oh, he goes, I have my own show, I'm like, oh, where can I watch it? He goes, well, it was on public access for a number of years, but it's in the process of moving on to something much bigger, much bigger. And I'm like, oh, awesome. I'm like, well, do you think you'd still be interested in this position then? Because I mean, that he goes, oh no, yeah, no, let's talk, blah 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 blah. And but then he's like, he starts asking me all these questions, like questioning me because, I pretend like I didn't know why, but he's like asking me like, well, what's your full name and what's the station is it and blah 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 blah. And I fucked up and I said my I said my name was James when he asked me my name again. And he goes, I thought your name was Ronald. I said, no, my middle name's Ronald. My first name is James. I thought you wanted my legal first or my legal name. That got him back on, But we were going to set up a time for an interview for a program director, and that's when I was going to nail him, like just tear into him. But his phone's off, and so I think he's on to me.
Yeah, that's a thing he does. I try calling him. I've actually never been able to get a hold of him on the phone. I've tried and tried and tried.
Dude, I regret not tearing into him right away. Like I feel like I should have then, but like I was like, fuck, I want to have video footage for the goons.
But yeah, fucking you go on with the fighting. Has he seen a picture of you? Do you think he might have seen who you are? Okay. I was gonna say
no.
He might have been fucking terrified because I know that you've got a bit of a history.
Dude, I'll show him a picture of me. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I know you got a bit of a history in sports or like competitive fighting.
Yeah, I got into mixed martial arts back in 2004, and I was training down in San Diego. I don't know are you familiar with UFC?
A little bit.
So yeah, my first coach was Dominic Cruz, who was the first ever bantamweight champion of UFC because he had the WEC title, and when WEC folded or not folded but merged with the UFC, he automatically therefore became the first ever bantamweight champ. Guys lived there, things like that. And then I trained all over. Frank Shamrock was my coaches. The guys at AKA in San Jose, California, I trained there. Where else? James Irvin was one of my coaches who he fought in the UFC. He famously got knocked out by Anderson Silva in Anderson Silva's first fight when he moved up to 205. So yeah, I've trained a lot. I've had a number of fights myself. So, I mean, but he's still got like 150 pounds on me.
Oh yeah.
So
that's all fat.
No, yeah, I know, but if Mr. Tough Guy, if he wants to, if he wants to run it, let's do it.
Yeah, he keeps going on about wanting to kick the shit out of me and fight me and everything else, and I gave into it, and I was like, all right, let's do this. Like, and I'm gonna go down whether he shows up or not. I'm going
Yeah.
there, and
Oh, you got something set up?
I got the date. I'm gonna be there, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go there. If he doesn't fucking show, then I'm gonna do something else. Like I'm gonna do a tour of the locale hot spots and like
What date is it?
9/10/22.
Night, dude. Then I'm gonna maybe I'll try and set up a flight, get out there, and see if I can make it out or if you want me to.
That's your call. I can't control what people do,
Dude,
man.
No, I meant like if you want to just show up solo, you know what I mean. I don't want to like interfere if it's just a one-on-one thing, but like because I don't want to think like, oh, well, there's two of them, one of me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, if it's me and him fighting, it's gonna be 1-on-1. I'm not.
Yeah, so I'll leave you.
I even told him in the email, I was like, dude, you can bring a weapon. You can bring the fucking Banks golf clubs or a fucking bat.
There you go.
Like you can bring what you
Yeah.
want. Like I said, no bladed weapons and no firearms. That's
Yeah.
it.
Dude, if he brought a baseball bat or the golf club, that thing would be. I mean, I can't even tell you how fast that thing would be out of his hands
Yep.
and up his asshole.
Yep.
It would be probably 10 seconds.
So, yeah, that's kind of the plan with that. He hasn't responded back to me either, but I got a feeling that might change here soon because of
If
the
listening
website.
right now, if he's listening right now, George, I just want you to know because I got to go here. I am offering you have asked for years, okay? You have asked for years to get your goon. You asked him to drive by. You've asked what's his name, Jay Summers, to come by all the time because of the drones. You've asked Marty to come by. You've asked all these people to come by, and here I am sending all these emails saying,
Mitchell.
"What's that?"
Henry Mitchell. Don't forget
Henry Mitchell. Yeah.
He wants Henry Mitchell to come knock on this door. Stick your head in here.
Yeah. And here I'm offering to come knock on your homeless, van, and do this. I am offering you the chance you have been asking for. Okay, you've asked for this for so long, and here I am offering one-on-one, and you can't even fucking respond to my emails, you little bitch. God damn.
Yeah, he's a coward.
You should be. What's that?
He's a coward.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how you look at yourself in the mirror. I know it's horrible to look at, but like, to be such a little bitch and a coward, like I couldn't imagine living like that. I couldn't imagine calling myself a man, knowing that I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't live with myself.
Well, George,
I'll give him another 24 hours. George, you got the email. Let's see if you respond, and I'll get back in to the goons tomorrow and let them know. But 24 hours as of right now. All right?
GG is a kiwi. Kiwi shaped like a kiwi.
He is. Very much so. A big, giant kiwi. So, yeah, I appreciate you letting me have on.
No problem.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Keep it going. And I'll let you guys know tomorrow what's up.
All right, thank you. Everyone.
All right, guys.
That was Diabetes Leg. All right, Lewis, you there, man? All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right, cool. Looks like we're gonna kind of do like a question and answer of like goons that watch and are come in the show and are in the Discord and stuff like that. So I think this is a good thing. If you have any questions you want to ask anyone, man, ask it.
No, I'm just you're doing a good job. I'm just listening.
All right. Boston, I know you're saying that you want to come on. You're free to come on. Questions and answers tonight. Questions and comments tonight.
I'm got some questions.
Sorry, Sean, you can't come on. We don't take calls from homosexuals. I had to do it. I'm sorry. What's up, Twitter viewers? How do you get on there? Just go into the Goon Discord, and on the very bottom, it will say Goon Chat. You can do it through your phone. Well, that's okay. No, we do take calls from homosexuals, and we like having you on, John. Seriously. But yeah, go into the Goon Chat. You'll see all the way on the bottom. We'll say voice channels, and it will say Goon Chat. You should be able to jump in there. Also, anyone who wants to be a part of this, anyone who wants to say something, ask questions, do anything like that, let me know in the DMs and we'll pop you on. It's going to be a first come, first serve, take turns type situation, just so there's not a lot of people talking over each other. But I think that's how we're going to do this tonight. And this is something I wanted to do for a long time, and it seems like people are excited to start doing it. Anyway, let's look.
Absolutely, man.
We have Boston Soul on. What's up, man?
What's up?
The creator
What is up, guys?
Of the A-Team video that we use all the time.
Dude, and I'm glad you love it. I have a lot of fun doing stuff like this. I've done like, I mean, I've touched on it a time or two. I've done like radio and comedy, and I really love expressing my creative side like that. So.
Oh yeah, man! It was amazing.
Well, my next thing I've kind of talked about is I want to do some 30 to 60 second, like World War II style newsreels, explaining GG-isms and translating them. So, I mean, in the other Discord, I've been given so many great examples to use. I've been having a blast kind of writing some scripts out. So
awesome.
I've got my girl staying with me for a couple of weeks, and when she first started seeing what I was doing, she kind of gave me that side eye, like, "What the fuck?" But
that was Joy did the same thing to me when I first started.
Dude, she's watching in the living room right now and laughing her ass off along with us. So, this has just been absolutely great.
Awesome. So, I want to first off, I want to ask what got you into Jaws? Like what brought you into this? And then there's another question that's being asked as well, but let's start with that one.
All right. Well, so I mean, I work as a financial planner, but before that, as I was going through business school, I actually worked as a contract instructor, a corporate instructor for an airline. So I flew all over North America, and Richmond, Virginia was one of my airports. So I was there for 3 days just doing my gig, and I was up late one night. I think this was 2006, 2007. And I saw GG live in the flesh, like as it's going. And I've seen, like in San Antonio, I used to live there. I've seen public access there, and it's all shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's all shit, but these shows that they at least hold themselves to some level of decorum.
Yeah. So
as I flipped through, he was jerking something off. like I'm just flipping through, and suddenly Gigi's just going, and I'm just thinking, what the fuck? What's that?
Was it Kane?
It wasn't a cane. I know the video you're talking about. It wasn't that one. I think he was just doing something just to himself. I mean, what else would he do? I was just instantly hooked.
Was that one of the ones where he was wearing one of the pictures as a mask?
I think so, man. Yeah, the paper picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, because he's so broke he has to actually print up a picture of somebody else he's as a mask.
Hey man.
And so I was just fascinated. I was just fascinated by the guy. You know, like this has got to be an act, and to some degree, I'm sure it is. But so as I would travel, I would go onto YouTube and just keep looking up these videos and all that stuff. But then, I finished business school, graduated. I do something else. I'm no longer flying, so I'm not really up late at night at airports or hotels watching GG videos. But I was on a 8-hour layover in Denver 3 years ago, and Denver was one of my cities at the time. So I'm just sitting there thinking, holy shit! I used to watch that fat fuck Gorgeous George when I was on a layover. So I thought I would watch the old Sucks videos again. That's when I saw the Sanders call.
Oh God.
And for me, it was like, it was just, it was amazing, because I've gone through all the Sucks videos at one point. I mean, you can watch them over and over again, but then I'm listening to a Saunders call and I'm thinking to myself, is that Gorgeous George? Like, he really is a piece of shit. So I sat there for 8 hours in the Denver airport doing nothing but listening to these calls, and I was sucked right back in. And I would just call after call after call, and I would do that. I got a 45-minute commute to work, so I listened to GG stuff on the way to work, back and forth. I can't listen to music anymore. I'm just fascinated by this guy. And so I saw the Discord link. And was trying for a while because I loved what was going on. I found out the guy was a piece of shit. I had to be a part of this. So I tried to get on the Discord for several times, but the link that was given would instantly be bad. So I got on around the same time Ginks did, and dude, just feel at home amongst you assholes.
When you and Ginks came in, I think I'd been here for probably just about a year myself. Like, I had been watching without being in the Discord for a while, but that was when I came in. And you say that you're like watching it during commuting and shit. Like I've said many times, I watched every bit of the Goons content that Gorgeous George had done at least once, and I did it while I was working. But I had a job where I could have earplugs in because I did use a lot of heavy and loud equipment. So I got those like commercial grade like earmuffs that have a Bluetooth in it, and use that all day. And like at first for me, I saw them on the public access, and I was like, this cannot be a real person. This is an act. There's no way. And then like you said, you found the calls, and I didn't. I was like, this motherfucker is for real. This is a real piece of shit.
Absolutely.
And like I like to game and stuff like that, and I was heavy into playing Far Cry at the time, and what I would do is I just had the Saunders calls going while I was playing and stuff like that when I was working. So it was like the moment that I'd get up to the moment I went to bed, I was listening to all of this stuff. I was like addicted. So yeah, I feel you there.
It really is, man. And the thing is, so the day I became a goon on the Discord, I was oddly too proud of that moment.
Dude, so
like I know it's kind of like joking around, but like I was really happy about that. And I know I mentioned every now and then my girlfriend on this on the on the Discord and the chat.
Mm-hmm.
She's been with me now for about a week here, just kind of chilling with me for a bit. I'm actually explaining to her like history. So the little cliff notes that you gave us tonight on the website was perfect. So she can kind of visually space out who it is, because she's asking me for a flow chart, like from The Sopranos, who's the boss, who the lieutenants are. And I'm like, okay, well, Sean and Will were way back then, and now Marty's kind of taken over, and she's just looking at me like, what? Who are the hell? I don't know these people. So I'm gonna have to like draw something out for her so she can kind of keep up with me, because I'm kind of and what's weird is, I mean, we're all adults, we're all pretty smart people, but inside we're just a bunch of kids. I mean, I like to play games still. You're assholes with your friends, and for me, and this is kind of funny, but being able to interact with Sean, as dumb as this sounds, dude, that's just cool as hell, because he's like the old school, He's been spending years just fucking with this fat ass. It's just a hell of a lot of fun. Someone needs to make a Photoshop of this flowchart. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have Photoshop somewhere. I don't know where it is. I want to install it on my Chromebook. But yeah, someone's got to do that. But
I'm shit at Photoshop.
Sorry, I'm
I
looking
proved
at-
that last night.
dude, being shit at Photoshop, I think is better than being good at it. It's funnier that way. And so, yeah, being a part of the Discord, talking shit with you guys has been a hell of a lot of fun. Lewis and I kind of meshed pretty quickly because he was dropping some lines from one of my favorite radio shows, and I kind of threw a few back at him. So, we became pretty quick friends in that regard. GG's mortal enemies has changed over the years, decades.
What show
But
was
Sean
that?
is the constant. Opie and Anthony.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Opie and Anthony. Yeah, so watching listening to the Sanders calls, and I'm not even kidding. So I was at work a few weeks ago, nothing to do, just looking up the legal documents and just the motions that Marty was writing for Sean and Will. Man, it was painfully funny just knowing that they are literally using a federal court to continue to troll Gigi. There was just genius trolling, genius level trolling.
Oh yeah, that was. They fucking know what they're doing. Like I said a lot, and I'm sure people are probably getting tired of it and shit. Like I have an immense respect for them.
Yeah.
And the reason being is because I look at a lot of other trolls, like a lot of other really popular ones, like Dark Side Phil, Wings, Chris, stuff like that, and like there's a reason I say I will not cover them on this show. I will not do it because their fucking trolls are fucking horrific. Like they go to levels that I just do not agree with for the most part.
Yeah.
Not fucking Wings' trolls are pretty fucking bad, and to me it's not even funny. It's just sad. It's just mean. I don't know. There's no comedy there, in my opinion. But with the goons, man, it's like there's a line there. They come at George hard, but there's kind of a line there, and it's always funny. It's always ended with comic gold, and no one has ever been physically hurt.
And no one ever will be physically hurt as long as that fat pussy keeps dodging challenges.
Well, with me, I don't want to hurt him. I really don't. I want to humiliate him. I don't want to hurt him. Because
we'll never get a chance.
Probably not, but I always here's hoping.
Yeah.
But
and I had to tell my girl the same thing. Is look, this is all ha trolling. We're not, just like you said, we're not putting the guy in danger. We're not, really hurting the guy. We're just making him hate every Friday night for the rest of us.
Yeah, well, that's who was it that said it? I think it was Will Markland that said it on the True Narrative podcast.
Yeah.
The goons are George's karma.
Yeah, that was
for the stuff that he did, and I 100%. I agree with that because the reason that I got actually personally involved and
interacted was because of the shit that I saw him pull and the shit that I saw him do to people. So that's where I'm from on that. But I'm not into life ruination. It's like some people say, well, you constantly say that he's done this or he did that. I say no, he's alleged because there was no court.
Sure.
Like he wasn't tried, he wasn't found guilty, so it's always alleged. Like I believe 100% that he did what he did.
Yeah.
But that's not life ruination on our part. That's stuff he did to himself. Everything he's done, like no one made him take 40 trips to Vegas and blow his money. No one made him take out 3 mortgages and default on all of them. No one made him not take care of his van so he can't get to work. Those were all decisions that he made as an adult.
Yeah. And the one moment that I said I want to be a part of this is my little sister. I saw a lot of my sister and Jamie. So when I got to that portion of the calls, it turned from this guy is a fat waste of space to this shithead needs to be stopped. And so that was like the moment that I decided I want to be a part of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if there's something I can do to even just add a little humiliation, I mean, trust me, life has humiliated him enough, but he's got some more humbling to go. I mean, like my girl tonight was asking, she said, "Why doesn't he just hang up on Saunders?" Because he needs this. He needs the attention because, and I joke about this, but it's the truth. He has nobody else but us.
Because Saunders has money.
Yeah, Saunders has money. That's why he won't hang up on Mike.
That's his leverage over George. Like he has something that George wants, so he's willing to put up with this little bit of abuse. Yeah,
A lot of abuse.
But
I like the. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I like the analogy that Will, that you quoted. Will, that we're basically his conscience. We're like a swarm of Jiminy crickets, except I guess we're locusts.
That's a better way to put it.
yeah.
Troll.
But like I did a bit a while ago with just me, and I kind of explained like my history and my background a little bit. I didn't go into great detail, and why I have such an issue with George, and it ties in with the Jamie shit and his narcissism, which is like why I really like what the Good Doctor did with his coverage of that, because he hit the narcissism shit on the head. But
Yeah.
for me, Jamie reminds me of my mother to a point, and that it pisses me off to a level that I don't like really getting into on a public setting. But
No, I get that. I'll go a little more public because I mean you're a highly more visible goon than I am, and I can't believe you said something like that.
mm-hmm.
But for my sister, at one point, I mean, she was a high school cheerleader, straight A.
Mm-hmm.
But then at one point, my dad kind of checked out once I left and went to college, and she was the last one there. And my dad, as much as I love him, who's also an asshole,
Mm-hmm.
just wrote her off her senior year. So she needed attention from somebody, and she wound up falling in with some people who just introduced her to drugs and alcohol and all that stuff. And at one point, she was so strung out, I had to kick her out of my apartment because I was getting warned for for smoking weed, for the drugs, for the partying that she would do in my absence. So I kicked her out one day. It was the hardest thing I had to do in my life. And she went to go live with her boyfriend. A month later, one of, I guess they had a mutual friend, reached out to me and said, "Hey, have you seen your sister?" And I said, "No, I haven't heard from her in a month. I'm, kind of worried actually."
Mm-hmm.
Well, this shithead, deadbeat piece of trash beat my sister to a pulp.
Ooh.
And just the gaslighting that Gigi would toss Jamie's way,
Mm-hmm.
the manipulation, the controlling, just I would hear those portions of the calls and the voicemails from Jamie
And it make you
where
sick.
she's just saying, it absolutely made me sick, and that was just I can't do this. I can't just sit on the sideline. He's no longer some fat buffoon wearing a red suit jerking off on TV.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy who needs to be humbled, and yeah, I'm not going to go over there and beat the shit out of somebody. I don't have the need to do that, but if I can produce a video or something that's going to piss him off, that's time well spent.
100%, 100%, man. And thank you for sharing your story with that. I mean, that's fucking horrible that happened to your sister, and I hope she's okay now. I don't know. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I should have just.
no, you're good.
Yeah, she kicked the drugs and alcohol. I mean, she smokes a little weed every now and then, but she went back to college. She's now a school teacher, doing great.
Awesome. So that
Yeah.
was
So thanks.
that was someone that was able to get away, and that on another end, man, if Jamie had never met George, that could have been her future. You know.
Mhm.
That's
And that's why it's so painful. I mean, we had that Jamie memorial a few weeks ago,
mm-hmm.
which it incite George a little bit, but we all had legitimate reasons to do it. Every one of us has a reason to support what happened to that poor girl. Just hold her in some. And she wasn't perfect. I know she had her faults, but she didn't deserve the treatment that she went through. It.
No.
She was a human being who had problems, and George saw that. He saw someone weaker than her. I'm sorry, weaker than him. And he pounced. That's what a predator does.
I agree. 100%.
Wow, I just really brought this down, didn't I?
No,
you're good.
No, you did not. That's like I'm gonna be honest. Like the tone with George is like the tone with George is dark, and I put in the website that he's turned horror cow with the shit that he pulled. Like he's still lolsy. He's still like his reactions are funny and stuff like that. But the thing is, the shit that he put that woman through, he is very capable of doing that shit again to someone else. He has no remorse for what he did. He does not see anything that he did wrong. He has the same. He has all of the makings to be able to be a habitual offender in that aspect. And the thing is, George, like you pull this shit again with someone else, man, you might not get lucky like you did last time. Your ass will go to prison. At some point, you will get fucking caught with that.
If you don't get shot.
Yeah, there's that too.
I mean, yeah, the next person he does this to. I mean, I live in a stand your ground state. There's some arguments that can be made if someone that George raped or even worse or whatnot were to shoot him, and depends on what jurisdiction they're in. That's justifiable homicide to me. I mean, he's never had to face his consequences on a galactic scale. Mm-hmm. I mean, and you would think with a guy who went through everything that he's gone through, lost everything that he's lost, he has not hit rock bottom, because he has not just come on one day and say, hey guys, you know what, I want to talk to you guys. Life is out of control. This can't go on. What can we do to make it stop? He hasn't just thrown up the white flag and say, hey guys, let's have a talk. I mean, the closest that I saw was that call with him and Marty, where Marty was just like, God damn it, man, listen to yourself. Stop this. It was not about making fun of him. Marty was genuinely concerned. He just wants him to stop this. We'll go away, but he just can't do it. He hasn't been humbled yet. I don't know what worse has to happen to him, but it just hasn't hit him yet.
From what I understand with my dealings with narcissists, is like physical pain. Like, if let's say I was to go there, and I was to beat the living shit out of him to a point of like hospitalization and stuff, that would not work with a narcissist, because they would be able to spin that as, look at me, I'm a victim, feel bad for me, pity me. That person's the evil person. They'll do a whole deflection thing.
Yeah.
The way to hurt.
Like that.
The
Martyrdom?
Huh?
I said kind of like a martyrdom.
Yeah, essentially. That's the route that they would go with. The way to hurt a malignant narcissist is, for one, exposing their mask, which Tyler has been doing, as far as calling him out to the fight and showing that George will not respond and backs away, and also public humiliation. If it is shown that he cannot defend himself, he is not as big and bad as he is. Like, let's say I go there, we get in a scrap, I get him on the ground, like similar to an Ethan Ralph situation. And instead of continuing to pummel him like the guy did in the Ethan Ralph situation, I lift up his shirt and make him do the fucking truffle shuffle. I slap his gut. I fucking make jabs at him. I take his stupid fucking bathrobe. All this plethora of shit that would just utterly humiliate him. That's what will hurt him. And the fact that I would also be able to do something he can't do, which would be to stop and to show mercy.
Oh, I was going to say, see your own penis?
Oh, well, I can do that too. But that's something else that George is incapable of. And again, I am an armchair psychologist to a point. I don't have any kind of like degree or anything like that. But that's just my dealings of people similar to him That's how you hurt them.
Yeah, physically won't do it. You're right. It's got to be his ego has to be bruised. And by the way, Tyler, man, you're legit, dude. I mean, you're legit. I did. I'm not building myself up to be a badass. Trust me, I'm not. I did Shaolin Kung Fu and Greco-Roman wrestling back in college. I did 4 amateur fights. And when I mean amateur, I mean, this is back when the Gracies owned UFC, and so that was kind of what really got me into it. I did 4 fights, got my ass kicked on the 3rd one. Did it basically for beer money. So, the pedigree, man, that you were reading off, I'm impressed, dude. I am impressed. So good for you on that, dude.
I'm kind of an idiot. I just did minor boxing. Get legs involved, I'm fucked up.
That's all good, man. That's all good. Well, that's why I did some Shaolin Kung Fu, because I love the ground game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, submission style wrestling, I absolutely love it. But I gotta get them on the ground first. So after I started doing some Greco-Roman wrestling, I took some 6 months of Shaolin, and then I was done. I mean, I could still do it if I had to, but shit hurts.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I like the work that you do. I enjoy talking with you in the Discord and shit.
Oh, dude, that other night, man, that was so much. I wish more you guys could have seen that.
Oh, is that the one where they were on the Drunken Peasants, where Chris was on there? It was me and you going back and forth like GG-isms and shit.
And they were just too busy insulting each other. We just kind of figured out we can do whatever the fuck we want. They're not going to do a thing. So no, I have a lot of fun talking to you guys. Where do you see Gigi in 5 years? Either lost a leg to diabetes, or dead. That's where I see him. Oh, Eugene, and a question I keep meaning to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've addressed this in a previous episode, I apologize. I've actually been trying to get caught up because I missed.
Oh, you're fine, dude. Go ahead and ask. I'll answer your questions.
What was the idea behind the podcast? And what pushed you to say, you know what? I want to make a podcast, called it Fieldens, and just make fun of Gigi.
Okay. So
I mean, I know why we called it Fieldens, but
yeah. Originally, I knew I wanted to do something to fuck with George.
Yeah.
And I'd done. Excuse me. I've watched a lot of videos. I asked a lot of questions in the Discord. I wanted to know what made him tick before I even showed my hand with shit. What does he get mad about? What triggers him? How to set him off? His history, the Jamie shit. I wanted to know almost every fucking detail I could with that. And I know like Gank says you have to have a PhD and shit. It's not a PhD. I wanted to make sure that when I fucked with him, for one, it would be funny, and 2, it would actually work. So my original plan was to do something similar than what Simon Ganks did. I wanted to do a Liquid George because I can kind of pull off his build back when he was younger. I just had work on his impersonation and stuff like that because I can impersonate people pretty decent if I practice a lot with it. But and I was just thinking about it, and it's I don't know. That's gonna require me showing my face. And I started getting costumes and stuff, and it's I just don't want. I don't want to dump this amount of money in something that I don't even know if I'm gonna be good at, and I don't know. I might get sick of after a while. So it's I want to do something, and then I sat on that for a while. Kept watching, was being more active in the Discord, and someone had brought up, and this is before I think you and Ganks came in. Someone had brought up. So, yeah, it was brought up that the calls are starting to die out, and the George stuff it's kind of starting to slow down. And I remember someone saying well, someone should do a podcast talking about it. And I was like, well, fucking there it is. And I was I've thought about doing something with George, but on a podcast, I don't really want to be on my own. I don't want to do it on my own. I want someone to work with me on this. And when I said that, Meth responded. And she's like, I thought the same thing, but I don't want to do it on my own either. So me and her got into DMs and started discussing this, and Fieldens was born. We went with the name Fieldens because I thought it was funny. One of my favorite Sean calls is talking about being in Fieldens and someone bit someone's dick off in the glory hole. And I just finished listening
I remember
to
that one.
I just finished listening to it, and I was like, okay, we're going to do Fieldens Party Palace. And originally, for like the not the avatar, but like the banner for the show was going to be the old torn down fucking Fieldens sign that's out there. And it just kind of went off from there. I do other stuff aside from like covering George. George is always on Fridays. I'd like to have a schedule like we do this on Friday, 7:30 Central Standard Time, every week, and that's the schedule. And we don't really go away from it. Sometimes shit happens, which is understandable, but I'm very I wanted to be strict about our schedule and what we cover on said days. And like Fridays is George Day, and then I came up with like it was started with the Acer Thorn shit. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a BS stream, and I was getting involved with Acer Thorn because I have a thing against false flaggers too, and that actually was bred from George, or false DMCA striker, and I started talking about the Acer Thorn stuff. So that's how the BS stream was built. And then I didn't want to constantly be doing Acer Thorn shit. I already talked about what I needed to stay. So like, we'll just talk about other shit. Well, like other locales that people want to hear about, or other topics, or we'll like prank calls. We did a whole episode about calls of mass confusion, and they said that was the first, or Jihad said that was the first time he had heard people reacting to his content, and was happy about that. And then like he subscribed. I think they come in and watch sometimes.
Yeah.
It kind of snowballed. I mean, I didn't expect to be where we are today, man. I just thought it'd be kind of a small thing that we just did for the goons in the Discord, and it's kind of gotten a lot bigger than I thought it would.
Well, I want to thank you guys for doing this because, I mean, with this podcast, you've kind of crystallized, and my girl's listening in the other room. I'm sure she's shaking her head. You've kind of crystallized the goon community and shown us that, if these guys live near me, I can be friends with these people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one thing I love about the Discord, man, is I'll say one thing. Like yesterday, I said it would be really cool if we had some activewear in the goon store.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back like an hour later, and you assholes just went like 10 pages of ideas for shirts and just screaming at each other. It underscores the creative energy that just exists in these people. I mean, Sean's ability to get under Gigi's skin and using his own, shitty material against them. You got Hamish's. I can't do a Simon voice. We're gonna try. You got Hamish in his video. We all have a different, something different to bring to the table, but that's what just makes this community great. There's always something different out there. I mean, we get a full-fledged doctor one day showing up and reading defending his dissertation on George, and we're just all fascinated by it. So I want to thank you seriously for doing this every week for us. I look forward to it every damn week. And I said at one point I did radio back in the day, so if you're ever needing another voice, if Meth and Lewis are gone, do not hesitate to call me, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, I'll definitely take you up on that. And thank you. I mean, thank you for watching, and for everyone else. Like, this would not be a show without you guys. So, like, I feel, and I feel like Lewis and Meth. I don't want to speak for Lewis because he's here, but I've had a lot of talks with Meth that we are here for you guys. I wouldn't say like we're servants to the goons for this, if that makes sense. And we try to keep that humble attitude with that. I don't want to be like some other fucking YouTubers and shit. I'm not gonna name names. They just You know, they start getting a bit of a following. They start getting a bit too big for their fucking britches and shit like that. And then fucking act all egotistical and shitty to their fucking viewers. I hate that shit. Like we have
why?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna throw in and whining for donations.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like we have the tip thing. I don't try to push it. I think I bring it up once per stream. And the thing is, I'm not going to interact with anyone any fucking different than I do now, whether they tip or not. I don't care. I mean, it's nice, but I'm not going to treat people differently based on if they like monetize us and shit like that. That's fucked up to me. Like, because without the community that we have here now, there would not be a show. So it's, I don't know. I've got weird feelings about that and the YouTube community as a whole, aside from like the goon ones. I think people who get fame end up being shitty for the most part. And I don't want that.
Agreed.
So, like I say, we're here for you guys. If you think that we do something that's stupid or shitty and someone says it, I will try to fix it. I will own the shit and I will try to fix it. You're not going to get some fucking prima donna ass fucking attitude about how I'm the greatest fucking thing since sliced bread and shit.
No, I feel you.
It's a symbiotic relationship, you know. We benefit from you guys, you know, just from, you know, giving us ideas, engaging with us, you know, watching the content, obviously, and we, you know, and you benefit, you know, from, you know, watching the shit and, you know, listening to talking heads. But yeah, I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful to be on here myself. This is something I never thought I'd do. It's funny. In 2009, when I was first going at it with George, I never would have thought in a million years that I'd be, you know, streaming or part of a stream, you know, with other people, talking to strangers about this fat piece of shit.
It's fun.
It's a blast.
It's a lot of fun.
And it's funny, Boston, because when you were talking about your girl, you know, sitting next to you, you know, sitting, that's kind of how things were in 2009 with me and Latalia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was. I was living in New York, and she was going to school in Massachusetts, so I visited her, and you know those videos from back then were at her school.
Wow.
And you know, we just hung out, and you know, I was the, you know, I was filming and she was behind the camera, and all that stuff happened. The way you talked about it, I was like, man, it brought back memories.
And that's the interesting thing, I think, is we were all exposed to GG at one point. We're all here for our own reasons, but
I just want to hop in quick, if you don't mind, just after hearing what Boston was saying, just to throw in my 2 cents with it. So coming from the perspective, and I forgot to mention this, and I myself am in recovery, and I was a heroin addict, just like Jamie. And, you know, I got into it because of painkillers from injuries that I suffered from sports. And hey, by the way, man, dude, Boston, you did the right thing with your sister. I know as hard as that is to kick someone out. Like, you did the right thing. So don't ever question that. It's people like George that keep enabling it because they want something out of him. So he would get her drugs, so he could, you know, get attention and get to spend time with her, blah, blah. They'll tell you anything in recovery. That is 100% the complete wrong thing to do. Okay. So he's not only doing that, but the names he would call her when they'd get in fights and the text, you know, the crack whore, blah, blah, blah. And look, I say it now from a perspective of I'm, you know, trying to get under his skin. If this was a real situation where like she was alive, she needed help, I would be the first person in the fucking, you know, line to try and help in any way I can, even though I know her. Because, you know, when you're sober, you know, that's what you do for one another. Mm-hmm. Recovery always comes first in our lives, because it has to, because if it isn't, we lose everything. And, I just sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. I hope I didn't interrupt, Boston. I just wanted to say,
No, dude, you're good, man.
what you were saying, man, hit me because you did the complete right thing, and I know how hard that can be to, have to make those decisions. My parents did it to me, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Um, but you know, the things that George did to her when she's at her sickest and at her worst and in suffering, and needs real help. That also I just want to say, guys, that was also what drove me into it. Like from a personal perspective, personal perspective of I know what it's like to be in Jamie's shoes, where you're so desperate just to get your next fix. Like I mean, I didn't go out and like fucking suck dick or anything, but you know what I mean. Like you go, but like I robbed from people, I fucking stole from people, like I did a bunch of horrible shit that I had to make amends for, and so I know what it's like to be in her situation, and I know girls that would be. I had friends that were like her, that were in that situation, and then guys like George, and I'd see what they would do, and oh my god, it fucking made me sick. It fucking made me sick. Because I guarantee you guys, and this is the last thing I'll say, I promise you, with everything in me, there is so much more to this that we'll never know about what he did to her. I guarantee it. That's like much more horrible stuff.
You're
So that's all I have to
100%
say,
right
guys.
there.
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
agree.
guys. I appreciate you letting me back on.
Hey, you're good. Before you go, Beatus, just wanted to congratulate you on your
Oh,
recovery.
thank you, brother.
I know you're
Thank
not
you,
done
man.
yet, but that's just getting yourself out of there.
I always tell people the hardest fight in my life ever was kicking, drugs. Like, because for people like me, because I grew up, there was a period of time where my dad took off, or excuse me, I'm saying this wrong. My mom took off because my dad's drinking at a very young age, and my dad left me with these people, and I was physically, mentally, sexually abused for an extended period of time, and it really fucked me up. And drugs were the solution. I always say that if I hadn't found drugs, I would have killed myself a long time ago. They were the solution, but the problem was eventually the solution becomes the problem, and they stop working and they turn on you, and then but it doesn't matter because now you're hooked and you have to have them, and so you just keep destroying everything and burning everything down around you because you have to have it, and it's the worst position ever to be in. It really is. And there's something, I think it's only like 6% of us make it out. And it's a hard thing to do, man. It really is. So, like real talk, if there's ever any goons that are having any issues themselves or have family members and need some advice, please feel free to reach out.
Hell yeah.
Well, man, I
Thank you for that.
appreciate those words. Thanks for the yeah, it was difficult to do, so I really appreciate that, man. But good
No
on you,
problem,
dude.
dude.
Seriously, for getting
All right,
over
guys.
that, getting through that.
Chat with you later.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go ahead. I'll go ahead and sign off as well. I took more time than I thought I would. I'll give you
You're
guys
good.
back the rest of the show. But thanks for letting me come on, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. It was great to hear what you had to say, and thank you for sharing your story. It was good. It was good to hear it, and good to know where people like why they're involved and why we do what we do. So thank you for sharing
Absolutely. My pleasure, guys.
that. And I also want to say, even though you left diabetes, dude, thank you for coming on and sharing your story. I'm sure that was not easy. You opened yourself up a bit. And thank you for also saying, like, if anyone has issues or needs someone to reach out to that you'll be an ear for them. That's good on you, man. Like, I know we normally just like laugh and fucking make fun of like George and other locals and shit, and we took a bit of a serious turn here, but it's good to know that there's people out there like Diabetes Leg and Boston and all that, like. There's outreach even within this community of fucking goons that we're fucking pieces of shit and we're all going to hell according to George. That this is a community and it's a good one, and I'm proud to be a part of it. I really am. And I'm gonna say, if anyone that watches has any kind of issues and wants an ear, I'm available as well. I mean, my email's out. I got all my contact information, fucking the Discord, all that good shit. So, just because we laugh at shitty people who are also locals does not mean that we're completely insensitive either. So,
No, we're really anything but. But yeah, man, I agree there. Um, same thing with me. My DMs are open. Well, my Discord DMs are open. I'm on Facebook. You know my name already.
son of a bat.
Son of a BH. No, but it's nice that we're not even a huge community, but we're already like tight knit and supportive. And it's it's awesome that we're connecting on this, on of all things, right?
Yeah, it's like I go on and on about this damn community all the time, and I don't know. I feel it's warranted. I feel that it's good people, and just the creative energy that comes out of everyone here is fucking hilarious. It's awesome. I don't even watch fucking movies or TV shows anymore. I just watch goon content because honestly, to me, it's funny. There's a sense of voyeurism to it, I guess, and just real fucking comedy. These motherfuckers are funny as shit. I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. I did tell Will that I was going to play a snippet that they sent me, so let me pull that up. Because we are getting late, but I want to keep the commitments that I say. That's very important to me. Okay, so this is a bit that Will sent, and we're gonna play it. Let me get it set up and pause. Get screen capture back on, and here we go.
Hey everyone, just a quick video. I wanted to share this picture that someone showed me not too long ago.
Captain Corpulence.
George likes to always talk about how he doesn't go to Nacho Mama's, but somebody passed this on to me, and this is a picture of George hanging out with Vince at Nacho Mama's. Kind of cool. As much as he denies it, it's obvious that this is one of his favorite places. I mean, look at the big grin on his mug. So yeah, George loves Nacho Mama's. This is him at Nacho Mama's, and it looks like he and Vince were just having a friendly lunch. And I see it looks like, I can't tell for sure, Vince has the check in front of him, so it was kind of nice of Vince, knowing George can't really afford to do this anymore, and he took him out for a nice meal at Nacho Mama's. And falling on hard times the way he has, it's good that George at least has a friend like Vince to do this for him. Vince is taking care of his friend, and you can say what you want about George, but Vince seems like a really nice guy. Vince seems super likable. And it's proven here by him taking George to his favorite restaurant for some food. And I kind of think that George should, with all of his monetary troubles, he should kind of consider maybe getting a job at Nacho Mama's. Not only would it put money in his pocket, I mean, he spends so much time there, he might as well get paid for it. And my guess is they probably even have a free meal per shift or something like that. So I can't imagine anything would be even more enticing than that, for George. Free Nacho Mamas. I mean, woo, baby.
Woo!
Yeah, can't get much better than that. So anyway, yeah, George likes to deny it, but here it is. George hanging out at Nacho Mamas. That's all I got. This is the captain signing off.
All right. I'm going to add to that. Yeah, you said... doesn't think Vince is a bad guy or seems like a decent guy. I shit on Vince. I do. I fuck with him. I poke at him. I make jokes and shit like that. But I think I would agree. I don't think Vince is a fucking piece of shit. He's goofy as fuck, though. And I really like his come and get it shit.
I sent Billy Baxter a few pictures of some of my stuff just because nowadays a guy can go and take a cardio kickboxing class at his local gym and say he's a UFC fighter, and it drives me fucking insane. What was I going to say? Boston, what's somewhere I can send you an email and send you some pictures. I got to show you a picture of my broken nose from my last fight. I think you'll love it. It's shattered in 4 places. So it's a nice pic.
You get to show your
Oh,
face.
he's not on here.
Oh, he isn't?
Uh-uh.
Okay. DM me. He'll be at Boston, Boston. DM me. All right, guys. I'm hopping off. Sorry.
Yeah, he's on the
Right.
Discord.
All right, guys.
You're
later.
good, man.
All right, so let's see if I got anything else that I might be missing. Oh, okay. I know this isn't like overly George related, but Sean sent me a thing. Fucking Chris made a new video, so let's watch that. Let's see what Chris has to say about life.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. It's 5 seconds. It'll be all right.
All
It's
right.
5 seconds.
Ready?
And this way, if we play it, he only gets one view instead of having everyone else watch it. Okay, so here we go. Alright, so I'll just pop it up in the Discord. Here we go.
Oh no, I've been exposed for being a racist.
Ooh! I'm gonna have some editing fun with that shit.
Is that an attempt at a Scottish accent?
Yeah. He's trying to shit on Hamish. Oh, like, okay, come on, dude. You try to shit on Hamish, you're gonna fucking dumpster your ass, and you know it. Oh, but it is getting a bit late. We watched the Gorgeous George stuff. We had a long discussion with some other goons, which was, I'm gonna be honest, man, I'm fucking happy about that, man. I want to have a segment like after we do the video where people can come on and ask questions and talk and stuff like that. Like, my view for this was to be something similar to a Howard-esque show, like a Howard Stern-esque show. I really, really wanted it. And the thing, to me, that's been missing is, you know, like people coming on, like viewers coming on, asking questions, saying stuff. You know, being a part of the show. And that, I don't know, man, I loved it. I thought it was fucking amazing. More people want to come on. If more people want to come on and say their bit, or if reoccurring people want to come on and say something, or got something to say, by all means, please. Like, I'll open up a segment and ask people. I'll say about 10 minutes prior that we're gonna start having open forum and discussion. And yeah, just like send me a DM. We'll set it up and we'll get people in and to ask their questions, say their bits. I think that'd be a lot of fun. You can ask any one of us questions. Me, Lewis, Meth. Like, I want to hear questions that are asked to Lewis because, dude, you've been around a hell of a lot longer than me.
Yeah, guys, don't worry about repeating yourselves. You know, things have already been asked before. You know, we know you guys have lives, and you're not going to watch, you know, every single, you know, 2 or 3 hour, sometimes 5 episode of, you know, of this show.
Well, fuck, I hope they don't. There's
You know,
a lot of life to lose.
I appreciate you, but you know, like, don't worry about redundancy. You know, just ask, you know, whatever questions you have, ask away.
Hell yeah. We're not judgmental fucking pricks expecting you to watch every fucking minute of fucking Fieldens Party Palace, man. But yeah, I think with that, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Lewis, thank you very much for coming on again, being part of the show, and yeah, just it's awesome to have you on, man. It really is. I'm glad that you're a part of this.
Good to be on.
And for everyone watching, thank you all for coming out. I do want to say, without giving like too much information, because I don't want to upset Meth, but yeah, she had a bit of a family emergency, and that was why she couldn't come on tonight. She should be back on the next stream. I know she's watching. I know she's probably creeping out or going to come on at some point. We miss you, and we hope you're doing all right. So if we can get, let's get some meth pipes in the fucking chat. But I don't think that's the thing.
Don't get this channel dancing.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm good at that shit. But yeah, you guys just want to say, we miss you, Meth, in the chat. That'd be cool for something she can see. But again, like every week, thank you all for coming out and sticking it to the gay, learning more and being watching every episode of the Gorgeous George show that we can find and watching it with us. I know it's a fucking chore, but it's our goal to make it more enjoyable and fun and have laughs along the way. So thank you all for coming out, and we will see. Oh shit! I have one more announcement. God damn it! I'm bombing here. Tomorrow, I'm gonna do a new type of stream, and it was brought up by Sean. It's gonna be a gaming stream. And it's not like your standard gaming, like video gaming. I got the Jackbox party bundle thing. So every other Saturday, starting tomorrow, I think I want to start at about 5 Central Time. I'm going to stream it. The Jackbox party thing, and people can come in the chat, be a part of the game. It's done on your phone. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to download anything. I'll share the code for it in the chat. So it's going to be first come, first serve. I will ask that if you have a turn, set back on the next round and let someone else get in.
Yeah, we'll
be first come,
we'll
first
figure
serve.
it out.
Yeah, be first come, first serve. And I want to do this every other week, kind of like have fun with the community. So that's going to be a new thing that I'm wanting to do here. But anyway, with that being said, thank you all for coming out. You all have a great night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, let me get the music cue for you guys, so it's not just a straight cut.
Good night, everyone.